Okay, it looks like we finally got it up, y'all. I know you were waiting on us, and I see y'all immediately came right back. We thank you so much. No matter how many times we do this, and you know we've done it many, many times, there's always some new snafu with the technology. But it should be live in the group now. We should be here. Let's try to add everyone here now. We should be here. Let's try to add everyone here now. Okay, here y'all come. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are here, yes, with Samira from the House of Iyrah. She is excited to talk to you all. I see our friends on YouTube are here. I see our friends on my front page are here. I see our page, do you know we have a group page? We actually do have a group page. So hopefully you'll follow us there on Aroma Affair as well. Let some other folks know because they are blowing my inbox up, letting them know.
The group.
Hey y'all.
Hey, how's
Yes,
it
it is
going?
working. I've checked. The folks are coming through. Hey, truly good to see you. Yes, I can see the folks. Okay, I see Sherry is hitting us up on the in the group page. Or in the group, I put a special little code if you are in the group, and if you're watching from YouTube, you can come and
I don't know how I messed that up. I
I
thought I
don't
had
know.
everything
It's just
clicked.
okay. We got it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to brush up on it. It's been a
Look,
few
it's
months.
been a long time. We shouldn't have left you, as they say.
Well, blame it on football season.
Child.
Anyways, it's been a long break, and we are so glad that you're back with us. And we're so glad to start with such an amazing, amazing founder and brand owner. And what a great treat it's going to be for all of you tonight. So thank
So
you
I
for
just want
sticking
you to
with us.
know, hey Shree, how you doing? Hey Renata, there you go, Leo. I see you. I just want you to know, yes, our fam, we know you in the house. We can only see the folks on YouTube right in front of us. So I'm going to be watching you from both screens. So you'll see my head back and forth. I know we got so many people who are new to our group. So this is really the first time we will have brought you this, but it won't be the last. Mark your calendars because we're going to be right back Thursday night with Luke Solomon from Elemental Fragrances. And we might have a little surprise for you then too. So we're going to bring the woman of the hour right on up and say, hey, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. Any questions that you have. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
Hi.
how's everybody doing? Good evening.
Good
Well,
evening.
we're excited, and I want you to know they're excited. So we've already got 15 people watching you from YouTube, and we've got another 18 over on Facebook. So we got 30 folks already here, basically, that are excited to hear everything about your brand. I mean, when we said that we were interviewing you, you should have seen how excited the folks on YouTube, Instagram, and in our group were. You're
Nice.
quite the star.
Love it. I'm happy to be here. Truly excited to meet each and every one of you guys, and definitely excited to take you guys down the brand story and tell you guys everything you need to know about House of Iyrah.
Well, we want to know everything. So I guess the first thing is we always want to know what brought you on the fragrance journey.
Fragrance for me goes all the way back to when I was a child, like 4 years old. So my mom is anosmic. Anosmia is a disease where you lose your sense of smell, and she was born with anosmia. And so my mom had me be her nose. To this day, I'm the nose for my mom and for some of my family members. They trust my recommendations when it comes to fragrances. But as a child, I had to find creative ways to describe fragrances to my mom. For somebody who cannot smell, she loves to wear fragrances. So I started finding very um, interesting ways to describe fragrances to my mom. And then In 2020, because of COVID, I became anosmic for 2 months. That was the most frustrating time of my life. I would wear fragrances during that time, but out of memory, not because I could smell it, because I lost my sense of taste and smell for 2 months. And after it came back, I asked myself, I mean, I've always known I wanted to have a fragrance brand, but for me to start a business, you need to have a purpose, right? I don't just want to start something because it's a cash grab. No, like, what is the purpose? And I'm like, I want to start a fragrance brand where people who are anosmic, or even if you can smell, you would choose to wear our fragrances because of the emotion and the inspiration behind each fragrance. Because as of right now, all of our fragrances are inspired by my personal memories. So that is how I found myself in this space and still weaving my way through.
Well, so that's interesting. So you actually got to feel firsthand what
Yes.
your mother had suffered with, and has she always been as nomic, or is it anomic?
Anosmic.
There you go. I never know which way where the S goes.
Yes,
Anomic.
yes. She
Thank
was
you.
born that way. She's never smelled anything in her life. Like, she doesn't know what anything smells like. And if you've ever lived with somebody who has anosmia and they cook food for you, understand that it might be a little bit salty. My mom is a great cook, but this it might just be a little bit salty because, especially when you have issues with your smell, your taste is affected a little bit, and you might not feel it when the salt becomes too much. Obviously, over the years, she's learned how to regulate the salt that she puts in food. But then that's something that a lot of people who are anosmic, if you ever ate food from them or you lived with them, that is one thing that you definitely say about, especially when they cook and whatnot.
It's always, I had a friend who was allergic to seafood, and her most famous dish was seafood salad. Everybody loved her seafood salad that she had never tasted. And I used to always laugh about it, but that stuff was delicious. And she told me because she couldn't taste it, it really had to be by rote. Like nothing could change. And she like literally had to do the steps the same way every time,
Yeah,
since it was not like where they tell chefs to kind of taste it.
yeah,
So not being able to smell,
yeah.
and your mom being an excellent cook,
Oh, she
that
is.
tracks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she loves to wear fragrances. Like, anybody who's met my mom, like, if when my mom wakes up in the morning after she takes a morning shower, the first thing she wears is fragrance. Like, the entire house will smell like that. And for her, it would be like, okay, can you smell this and tell me what this smells like? As a child, again, my vocabulary was limited, and I'll probably just use emotions. I'm like, yeah, this makes me happy. This I don't like this one. This one makes me feel like I want to puke and stuff like that. And obviously, my descriptions to her has definitely gotten better, and she wears the fragrances based on the emotion that I portray when I describe the fragrances to her.
Well, I mean, how all of us kind of do that.
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time. How does this fragrance make you feel? And we talk about it. Sometimes I feel like a boss bitch, like the whole scent of the fragrance. The whole purpose of it is not that I'm not telling you I smell like dark roses and plumiera. I'm telling you I smell like a bad bitch. You know,
You know,
just
again, and for me, I feel like people who are anosmic, I feel like they have a luxury that we don't have because they're not biased. With our scent, we are biased because automatically I can look at the fragrance, look at the notes, and be like, yeah, I don't like patchouli. I'm not even going to try that. People who are anosmic, they don't care. Like, they just go based off of what you tell them, or if there's a story behind it. If they hear that story, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna try it to wear this. Or those who just acquired anosmia, because anosmia is something that you can acquire throughout your life, through autoimmune diseases, or just like your quality of life is depreciating. You could acquire anosmia, and some people go based on memory, like I did when I had COVID. So I always tell because my mom, she wears everything from tobacco to leather to oud to the softest rose and powdery scents. She wears them all, basically. Mhm.
so what you're telling me is she doesn't have any of your fragrance biases. I mean, if you're the one who's describing them to her and telling you what they feel like to you, your biases didn't rub off on her.
So when I'm describing something to her, I try as much as possible not to be biased. I will tell her exactly the emotion that I'm feeling, and she goes off of that, unfortunately. So maybe a little bit my bias goes off of it. Like, my bias plays into it a little bit. But especially if she cannot get to me, she would just wear it. And then my nephew or my nieces would be like, yeah, grandma, no, grandma, that's too much, grandma, or not. But yeah, that's how I found myself here in in the fragrance world, and again just weaving through it as usual.
Well, I just need
What
to let you know because that Adija, I never get her last name right, but she's another Cameroonian queen. And she is always so excited whenever she sees you because she says she feels like you're her little sister,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
just because
Yeah.
of the family connection, and that she just wanted you to know that she's so excited that somebody with similar heritage is doing big things here. So I have to let you know that because while I can jump in because I see she's on and she was so excited. I mean, she's told me 4 different times, she's Cameroonian.
Yeah.
She's Cameroonian. I'm like, I got it. So
Yeah.
just in case y'all know, and so because everybody doesn't know how this works,
Yeah.
everybody doesn't know how it works.
Yeah.
That you might need to take a couple of notes because there is a quiz and we don't do it at the end, baby. I give y'all 3 days to forget, like every teacher everywhere. So it's an open book test, but you need to pay attention. So you might need to know that Samira is Cameroonian.
Yep.
What was your favorite fragrance as a child to smell on your mother?
My favorite, I have two favorite fragrances that I love to smell. My mom was J'adore and Timeless by Avon. Like
Mm.
literally, Timeless by Avon was like a signature scent of mine for a very long time when I was a child. Because when I went to boarding school, because I went to boarding school like when I was 10 years old.
Oh, which school? Which one?
I didn't grow up here in the U.S. No.
Okay. I went to boarding school at 12, so I thought, okay.
Yeah, I did go to boarding school, and my mom, she always gave me fragrance, and every time she asked me to pick one, I always picked Timeless, and that was the particular one that was very nostalgic for me. Now I can't find Timeless anywhere. I've been looking for it. I've seen a couple on eBay. I'm a little bit skeptical, but I do have a bottle of J'adore just sitting there in my closet for nostalgic purposes because that's something that my mom, she wore that, she wore the lotion, and she smelled amazing every time that she wore that. So yeah, that was it for me.
And do
So
you still let
that
her wear
what
that
the Outlaws
J'adore every
do.
now and then?
I do, I do, because again, I'm the baby of the house, and when I miss my mom a lot, that is something that I will wear. Besides opera, I will wear J'adore. Yes, I
Well,
will.
let's talk about opera. And I just want you to know, Samira, if you're ever looking for something, this is what we do. So now you have issued a challenge. The gauntlet is thrown. I just want you to know this. The gauntlet is thrown. But so since you jumped right into opera and how she will wear that, let's talk about why.
So opera is very special to me because the inspiration behind opera is my mother. Opera is me giving my mom her flowers. That is like a true depiction of my mother. When you look at the notes in opera, each of the notes describe my mom's personality. Now, the top notes in opera, you have peach, you have black currant. That is the playful side of my mom. My mom is very playful. She's always throwing jokes here and there. Like every time me and my mom we have a conversation, if you're listening in the other room, you think I'm talking to my homegirl. Like again, I'm African, and the way the relationship between parent and kids, you have to be super, super, super respectful. It's not like they're not your friends. They're not. But the way me and my mom, the way we relate, the way we chat, if you were listening, you think I'm talking to one of my homegirls. So she's very playful. And then the middle notes, you have Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, you have a bouquet of rose. That right there is my mom, beautiful inside out. If there's one thing growing up, I always saw my mom, regardless of how much she had. If you came to our house to visit us, there's no way that you're leaving without drinking or eating something. Right up until this day, if you meet my mom, the first thing she would ask you, "Are you hungry? Do you want to eat something?" She's always wanting to cook something. Like, let's say my mom is here with me if she's visiting. I promise you, I gained so much weight that period because every freaking 2 hours, she's like, "Yeah, I just thought about you and I made this for you. I felt like you're gonna eat this." I'm like, "Bro, I eat twice a day and that's enough for me." And it's like we have to literally go back and forth. Sometimes I have to hide my pot because I'm like, "You cannot cook anymore. I want you to just rest." That is who she is. Like she's somebody who always wants to help everybody around her if she can, find a way. And then the base notes, you have cedar, you have pepper, you have valor. That is a spicy part of opera. That is my mom. My mom was very spicy, still is spicy to this day. Okay. If I go out of line, she will put me right back in. Mm, yeah.
Well, I just want you to know down in the chat, they are having flashbacks, and they definitely feel where you're coming from.
Oh
That
yeah,
mom that needs to. I mean, well, when we feed the body, we feed the soul. There's always a bond there.
absolutely.
So
Yes.
you always want that kind of mom. Now, I ain't had that kind of mama. My mama answer was, "I ate, so my whole family ate. Y'all need to work it out." But my daddy, he had it together. My daddy, he had it together. Well, now you told us about opera. What we don't know is what was the first fragrance in your brand?
So I'm gonna take y'all all the way back. So we started House of Iyrah in 2022. When we started House of Iyrah, we started with body oils. We started with fragrance oils because for me, the vision I had, I wanted to create a ritual. And if you guys all know, the art of layering fragrance is a science that not everybody can get, right? Because again, for your fragrance to last all day. Granted, yeah, the fragrance is good, but it's not good enough. You need the lotion, you need body oils, you need perfume oils, then the fragrance. I mean, all of that. So I started off with oils, and we had oils for a couple of months again, just to test the market to see what is out there, what people are looking at, and what people are looking for. Because I'll be honest with you, I was scared getting into this market because I didn't know what to expect. Before I ever started a fragrance brand, I didn't know there was perfume talk. I I just started for fragrances because I love wearing fragrances. Like I had my essay at Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom. They were always happy to see me because I would always walk out with so many bags. I mean, you guys can relate to that. Um,
Sadly,
and then I was like, okay, I think perfume oils, people got it, but people didn't really get it at the time. If I may, I feel like perfume oils became a thing in 2023 and 2024, thanks to TikTok. So I was like, I think it's time for us to move on to the next phase, which is fragrances. Now, the first fragrance in our lineup is L'Artisan. The story behind L'Artisan is an homage to my dad. My dad passed away when I was 4 years old. And when you look at everything, my dad was at the forefront of fragrances in our household. He's the one that introduced fragrances to my mom. Up until he passed on, then I took the baton and became my mom's nose. Like before me, my dad was her nose. My dad would always be the one to buy her whatever fragrances she wanted. Then obviously I came along and I became the nose up until I could buy her
well, I'm
fragrance.
going to interrupt because I'm going to ask you. So, since you kind of took over dad's role, so my question was that like part of their love affair, like to really
That
discuss fragrance.
Yeah, that was like again fragrance to my mom, and fragrance to my mom is just more than just sound good. For her, is the emotion that comes with it, the memories that come with it. Because sometimes certain fragrances, when I was growing up, she would be like, "Oh yeah, your dad bought this for me. Your dad used to buy this for me." Because up until now, if she sees something in the store, she'd be like, "Yeah, your dad used to buy this for me." And my parents lived in the Middle East for a little bit, and so in the Middle East, wearing fragrance, bakor, is something that is part of their culture. So again, that was something that was also engraved in them and whatnot. But L'artisan was the first that we put out there. It was important for me to pay homage to my dad, and then obviously Nocturne, Symphony, Opera, and Act One.
So I'm still back on Larderson. So your father passed away when you were basically a baby.
Yes,
How did you decide on what the notes for Larderson were going to be?
I'm glad you asked that. The notes in L'artisan are very intentional because each note in there represent aspects or things that are found currently in my dad's room. So when my dad passed away, his room has been the same way ever since he passed away to today. It's been 30 years now. We've never moved a thing in his room. It's still the same way. Like his clothes is still there, his leather back is still there, furniture is still there, everything is still there. It's like a museum. And for me, whenever I missed my dad when I was a child, I'll go sit in his room, and that would give me so much comfort. And so the room had a distinctive smell, and that is what you smell in Lartisan. Like the mixture of the amber oils he used to wear a lot, the leather, the woodiness, and then in our house we had like a eucalyptus tree growing up in the back. That grew. We had a eucalyptus tree in the backyard, so all of that right there adds into what you smell in Lartisan. So
So
when you
what are
look at the notes in there, so in Lartisan, in the top notes you have fresh conifer and you have fresh spicy. That represents the eucalyptus notes, like the eucalyptus tree that we had growing up. Because he planted that tree. And then in the middle notes you have amber, you have leather. The amber is for the amber oils that he will wear, and the leather is for his shoes, his leather jacket, his leather bag that he had on going to work. And then in the base notes, you have animalic and woody. The woody notes in there represent obviously his furniture.
Well, as we're there, I'm gonna actually go straight to Naja's question, which is what do you hope for the future then for the House of Iyrah? We talked about mom and we talked about dad. What about the future?
So the future of House of Iyrah, we will continue to collaborate with really renowned perfumers in the world. Fingers crossed, we're going to have a brick and mortar store one day in different cities in the US. Who knows? We might have body butters and body oils again. I've had a lot of people asking for that. Those are things that we have in the horizon. Obviously, not right now, y'all. In the horizon.
Well,
Okay.
you can't tell them anything because they'll want it in 6 months.
That's what I'm saying. Like, please do not.
They'll want it in 6 months. You can't. You gotta only talk about the stuff that are definitive plans because they'll be harassing you.
Yeah, do not quote me anywhere, but y'all just definitely stay put because House of Iyrah is something that I'm building as a legacy. When I do have kids tomorrow, this is something I want to pass on to my kids. My kids pass on to their kids. This is something I want to be in the family generation. I want House of Iyrah to be a brand where when people look at it, you should feel like you're at home because of everything that the brand stands for, everything that we support. So, yes, those are the things that we have in the future. Obviously, there's more that I cannot talk about. Y'all just gonna see that coming. Okay, a magician never displays all their cards, so
we're very good at getting it out of you accidentally. But we'll take it easy on you today. Today, this is our first time hanging out, But so you said something, and maybe I missed that, and you said we'll have the butters and oils again. So had you started in that space?
I started with perfume oils.
Okay, we missed that, or I missed that. I didn't understand
Yeah,
that.
I did say that, but I know Jess had a question.
No, I was just reading a question in the chat. So we typically would go over this much later in the interview, but someone asked, and I said if they asked, I would make sure it gets answered. So they want to jump ahead because someone else talked about the future. They want to know when they can expect the next House of Iyrah fragrance. I know.
So I'll tell y'all this: summertime.
Ooh.
I don't want to tell you what month, then I'm giving everything out like some mystery. Come on.
Well,
Well, that's not fair because here in Florida, it's already summer.
Now we got to spend all the money on you. Now we got to spend all the money.
June.
Okay, fine.
June.
So I can save up again.
First
there
week
you
of
go.
June. Okay.
Y'all heard that, right? So get your money ready twice.
Yes. First week of June, it's coming. Definitely coming.
And somebody said while you're at the body butters and the oils and the lotions, you may as well just throw in a nocturne hairspray.
That is on the roadmap.
I'm trying to tell you, it has been so interesting how many people have come to us and to talk about their obsession with perfume mist. So Jess kind of started us down that road probably about 2 years ago. What fragrance was that you had? You were wearing as the hair perfume? Was it Marfa? Was it the Memo one? Which one was it?
No, it was a Roja.
Elysium, right?
No.
I thought it was Elysium.
No, it was a Roja fragrance. It's actually on my nightstand if Justin wants to go get it.
Yeah, I think it's Roja Elysium.
I don't think so. We'll fight about it later. But
okay, somebody gonna have to post a bottle. That's it. Somebody gonna have to post a bottle. But I will tell you that when she got it, she immediately called me up. And she goes, "This is amazing. You get this whiff every time you turn your hair." And I was like, "Baby, this is a weave. I can't be washing it all the time." And so she said, "No, it's not going to dry it out. There's no alcohol. It's going to be great." So she just sends me one. And so I've been down the rabbit hole. Then we went to go visit Maurice down at Osme, and he was like, "You need this." And he sends me out of there with guidance hair perfume. So we are now obsessed with it. So, just to say to you, and then we've had people who have joined the group, not because they're looking for perfume. They are looking for perfumed hair mist. So I want you to know it's an untapped market out there just waiting on you, girl. Just waiting on you.
I'd be happy to swap my Latin Lovers by Carner in my bag for a good nocturne hairspray. I'm with whoever posted that in chat. Like we're on the same wavelength.
Okay, see, I'm taking notes right here, and I'll take this to my team. I'm like, this is not me. This is what they're asking for. We need to get
Well,
the
and I don't think people even know why we need a hair perfume. Like people didn't realize like what the actual purpose is. And so once we like did like a little lunch and learn on that, then it was like, oh, we all need it. So
in our group, it is a thing that everybody's running around with some hair perfume.
Absolutely. Like I have some inches too. You can see my inches.
Yeah, well, look, no, that's the hair with the best hair perfume. Seriously. No, seriously. That ain't it. It's that right there.
For
That's
me,
some sensual stuff, girl. That's some sensual stuff right there.
I put the hair perfume and I put some oils in there, and it's like it's part of my layering combo. Okay,
I'm here for it, girl.
We need to leave a trail. When we walking through, we leave a trail. Blow up a storm. Yes.
Yeah, so that you can describe your mother and you can tell them how dumbfounded they were from the trail of her scent perfume. So now, we didn't build some of the sauce about June 2026, and now we got to know. You gonna tell us some of the news?
No.
I tried, y'all.
Right there, I do not want my team to kill me because they specifically said, Samira, you cannot say nada about that perfume. So it's like, I don't know what y'all talking about.
What perfume?
Can we know about, we'll ask you later maybe about the inspiration.
Justin, that's my man. That's my guy right there. He understands. Like he's on top of it. What perfume? Because I didn't tell y'all nothing.
Yeah, well, we don't know. We just want to know the notes on the mysterious possibility in the future of what is on the horizon. However,
like June and October, but I didn't say nothing though. Did you hear anything?
No, I got you. We got you.
I think your audio cut out.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Now, you told us that you're working with these world-renowned perfumers. How'd you find your perfumer? Like, what were you looking for? Well, first for L'Artisan, because that was your first one. What were you looking for in that perfumer? What did you kind of like the vibe that you wanted to get from that perfumer?
So when I'm working with anybody, it doesn't matter what, you have to be somebody who, number one, I can trust. Okay, there has to be that chemistry, right? Because for me, I need you to be able to, because it's not every word that I'm going to be able to verbalize, but you can get it from just my body language and the emotion I'm wearing on my face. Even the people that work on House Iyrah team, like I personally interview them, is very important. Now, when I was looking for the perfumer, because it was the same perfumer that did all 5 of our first fragrances, I tried to get into Givaudan, Firmenich, and everything. It was really, really hard because you're a small brand. Obviously, they require a lot of capital, which again, to an extent, was not an issue for me. I just needed one of them. But then, when you're not a renowned perfume house at the time, they will not work with people like us.
They don't want to put their name on something they're not too sure
about. Again, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Like I can't even be mad because honestly, that is something that they're taking years to build. You need to be able to prove yourself to be able to work with them, which I understand. So
but what look at them now? I bet you there's somebody who clamoring to work with you now.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And we're gonna get to that. I did hop on the flight. Like I literally booked a flight 2 days before I left. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to Dubai. Middle East is someplace that I know for a fact that I'm gonna be able to find a cheap perfumer who's gonna bring my vision to life. Because unfortunately, right now, Middle East is getting a lot of hate because of the dupes and everything that is coming out. Which, again, when you find the right people in there, they can make it work for you because they have really good notes. Their notes high quality. Obviously, when you come to notes and you're working with perfume oils, there's different grades to it. So I hopped on a flight and I went. I did do some research online and I found a couple of people that I wanted to talk to, some perfume houses. Some of them gave me MOQs of like $10,000. I'm like, baby, I'm not there yet. Okay. I need to find somebody who's going to be willing to start with at least 300 bottles per line, because I didn't know what to expect. And I hopped on the flight and I was like, because we had meetings online, but to me, I felt like it was not given. So I hopped on the flight. I went there. I think I spoke to like 5 different perfume houses. And then I finally settled with one perfume house there in the perfumer, and that's who I was able to work with. Like it was a whole back and forth because I did come up with my creative briefs. I'm very, very particular with my creative briefs because you need to be able to bring that perfume to life. I'm somebody who I think we did like maybe we had a lot of back and forth like 10 times before we they actually got it right because you're trying to portray what I put in the creative brief. And if you're not getting it, I'm a Virgo. It has to be perfect. I'm sorry. It has to be perfect to my taste. And if not, I'm not going to be able to push it out. So it was a lot of back and forth and they finally got it right. I remember the first time that they got L'artisan correctly and I smelled it, I started crying because it took me back home. I've been away from Cameroon since I was 18 years old. I'm 32 now. So I haven't been there. I haven't seen my dad's room, nothing. So that right there, it just took me back. The 4 years I was able to spend with my dad, I still have memories of those years. So it just took me all the way back there. And I was literally bawling my eyes out because I was like, this is perfect. This is extremely perfect. This is exactly what I want. And obviously for the other fragrances. Right now, um, I came across Feminist last year. I just told myself, I was like, you know what? The only thing they can tell me is no, right? I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna apply again. I just reached out to their website. There was something on there. I just you have to fill out like the contact, whatever. I did fill it out. 3 months they reached out to me, and the person who reached out to me told me that he had seen me at the Scent Expo 2024. He had personally come to the booth and I was so nice to him. He loved the fragrances, he loved the brand story. So the moment he saw that I filled out the form, it was an immediate yes for him. There was no back and forth because he had experienced me in person and I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know he was with Feminist. I didn't even know anything. It was just how we treated everybody that came to our booth. And for them, it was like immediate yes. We're gonna work with you. Who are the perfumers you want to work with? I was like, I can choose. I can choose who I want to work with. You're like, yes, we like you. We love your energy, just the way you carry yourself, the way you've been carrying your brand. We've been watching you. We want to work with you. So for me, I was like, I literally cried that day because for me, I feel like that was a win for small businesses. You know, you don't see, they don't work with small businesses, but they were willing to work with me. And up until now, their MOQ is like 200 kilograms. I can't do 200 kilograms right now just because of the kind of small business that we. I mean, we can do 100 right now, but I know for a fact that next year we'll be able to meet their regular MOQ. But they're willing to whatever it is that you need to be comfortable. We're gonna make that work for you. You don't see that a lot in this industry. And then last year when we went to Beauty World Middle East, I was walking by because it was kind of divided. You had like the perfume houses, you had the niche houses,
Mhm.
different beauty brands and whatever. When I was walking through, I saw Givaudan. So Givaudan was here, Feminist was here. And then by the time to my friend Chris Collins had introduced me to other perfume houses in Paris, Grasse, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go there because that was also something that I was planning to do, but they are also very snobbish. They're not just gonna work with any kind of person. But he had made some introductions for me, and I was so grateful for that. We had also started working on some new stuff. And then when I was walking past the booth, Givaudan was here, Feminist was here. I posted a video on Instagram. I took a video of Givaudan and I was like, I am manifesting that one day Givaudan will make a perfume for House of Iyrah. And they reposted it. And I was like, okay, that's a sign. And so obviously we were in Dubai for 3 days. Like the expo in Dubai was for 3 days. On the third day, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go to the booth. I don't care. I like there's no need for me to be scared. I'm just gonna go to the booth. And I went to the booth and I met Jordi Fernandez. I think he's the perfumer who's done Blue Talisman. He's done
Mhm.
was it the Oud Maracuja for Maison Crivelli. I met him and we had a whole conversation. I was so excited to meet him and I was like, okay, this is somebody I have on my bucket list to work on a fragrance for me. But then the VP of sales for Givaudan, he came and some guy who was standing there, Anthony, he introduced me to him. I had a conversation with him and I told him about House of Ira. He's like, okay, I'm curious. I'm gonna come by your booth and smell your stuff. And I had my finance officer go grab him maybe in the middle of the day. He came by, he smelled it, and he looked at me. He's like, "We do not work with any kind of brands. We work with brands who have a purpose. I like you. I like the story that you're standing for. I like what it is that you have to say. But you're based in the US, so you will have to create an account in the US. So I'm going to introduce you to the Givaudan office in the US so they can create an account for you and we will do a fragrance for you.
So,
So
Samira, let me tell you, when I started just on a backstage, what did I tell you? Every person we have ever talked to about you talks about your inner light. And you may not remember my first meeting with you, but I definitely remember. I remember it, and that's okay. And the reason I'm saying that you may not remember because it left a lasting impact on me, and I felt like that is who you were to every single person. So we met you at Scent Explorer on 2024. It was I had it was a day that was like a whole debacle of trying to get there. Like literally, it's a whole thing that somebody died on the train on the way in. It was like a hot mess. So I was super late.
Yeah.
And as soon as I hit in, Justin said, "You gotta come and smell the stuff at House of Iyrah." So they had already been there. And so we all came back together to go through it. And we loved that you had this little corner like at the end of like Max and it was everything was
it's by
so
Dark Haro
yes,
and his crazy
everything
ass.
was so mob that we couldn't get over there. And it was like, and we got the story. And I'm going to tell you, for me, I was like, okay, my sister, that was for me. I know that, Justin don't necessarily feel it the same way I do. But I was just like, okay, my sister over here, she is doing the thing. Because at Scent Explorer, I don't even remember anybody else that looked like me. I
What's the
don't.
black
So
black?
then when I saw you back in 2025 and I saw that you had you a gang then, okay, everybody knew about House of Iyrah. And I mean, it wasn't like the year before when I saw my other folks and I was like, y'all got to go to the corner and see about House of Iyrah. No, this time people was like, did you see? I was like, girl, they in the back over. And child, when Chris Collins showed up over there, I was like, they was more fascinated with you than they was with him. And that's saying something. So
When
I
I
was
tell
like,
you,
okay, you're doing it. So the question is, from down in both chats, you going back for 2026? Because they want to know, do they need to buy their tickets?
absolutely, absolutely. Let me say this: I do Scent Explore because I want to meet you guys in real life. House of Ira, for me, the most important is our community. The community that we're building, when I see how much you guys support us at House of Ira, I cannot tell you how many times I break down and cry just because I'm so grateful, just to see the amount of people that just love us. And I'm like, thank you guys so much. We would not be here without you guys. You guys are a very important founding factor for House of Ira. The community that we have right now, and as we continue to grow, you guys will always come first. So again, community before anything else.
So the community and our little edge of Fragcom, I think is a beautiful place because these stories are so important to us. And, I actually was talking to someone from, a big brand. And I told her, and she was saying, and all the money is spent on marketing. And I said, well, you have to spend that. And, she was kind of talking about like the niche space. And she was like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, your brands have a reputation. I said, but we're disconnected to them. It's just a brand. We could take it or leave it.
Right.
But I'm gonna be sitting on the edge of my seat the day that House of Iyrah is dropping. That's what we're gonna do because that's like our little sister is showed up with something. It's like, okay, what we doing now, girl? What we doing now? We want to know. We really want to know. We want to support because we feel connected in that inside that community.
And that's exactly the emotion, and that's how I want everybody to feel. Because again, this is a space where you don't see people like us, right? And not to make anything racial or whatever, but it's a space where it's a certain group of people. It feels like high school where you have the mean girls in the site right there, and they're the only ones. And being a woman in this space, it doesn't matter what race you are. It is hard. It's a certain group of people who just want this to be, with them. So to be able to come in, and for me, it's like I do not feel intimidated by anybody. I'm very humble enough to understand that every experience and every time I step my foot in a room, it's a learning experience. There's something to learn from it, something I can take from there and apply it tomorrow or apply it the next minute. And when they see you walking like that, and it's like, what is it about you? During Sun Explore, I was a part of the panel, and we were talking about overconsumption in the US and everything. And I was very upfront. I know I ruffled a couple of feathers, which honestly I really didn't care. And I'm gonna say it again. Consumers, you guys have the power to control how much fragrances come into the market. Because a lot of people keep complaining, like, it's too many fragrances, too many drops, too many drops. Do you understand that these brands drop daily, every day, every week? Because there's a lot of FOMO from consumers. If you don't want these drops, then stop the consumption. It's just simple economics. If demand is low, supply will be in excess. And because of that, you will control it. And you make these brands to be very intentional. And again, I'm still saying it right now. I'm a brand owner, but I would say I'm not just gonna drop a fragrance because I want to drop a fragrance. No, we drop. If I don't have a memory to share, you guys are not gonna see a fragrance from me, unfortunately. Because for me, that's what it is. And so, if you guys want brands to be intentional about you, you got to be intentional with how you spend your money. You got to be intentional with how you support. Like, you got to be intentional how you consume. Don't consume because of FOMO. Consume because that's something that you really, really want and you resonate with it.
You hear that, guys? She's actually telling us to be intentional with our dollars. And, so everybody, I swear everybody in FragrCom went on a no-buy on January 1st. Everybody, well, my no-buy lasted for 13 hours and 25 minutes.
I don't even think it was that much because you probably slept shop.
I'm gonna just say, don't be trying to call me out. I know exactly I know what time it was. My no-buy list.
Because you had that Beauty Live ticker go off, like, oh, this dropped before $154, and your sleep hack cart was like, bam, done.
No, so Samira, that actually is a problem. I am actually diagnosed. I sleep shop. I used to sleepwalk like out the house. So my parents had to like lock the doors down. It's always been a problem. So something in my mind before I go to bed, it's gonna be there and it's just gonna happen. So which is also why I had to like disconnect like Apple Pay, PayPal. Why? Because I'd get up and get these emails, and then it'd be like a double surprise. I'm like, oh, what did I order? Oh, this is from my wish list. Oh, this is great. So I got, so it's a problem. It's a problem. But the point is, I made it 13 hours and 25 minutes. That's how. But see, I knew I was intentional because I wasn't on my wish list. I just want you to know. But if you recall, I was sitting on TikTok with a fiend begging you for a discount code so I get my 2 bottles.
You know what? 13 hours, 13 days, 13 months, you tried, okay? And as long as you do the things that you need to do to obviously control yourself, that's what matters, But
they laughing at me. They all think that auntie is silly, but I'm trying to tell you, I am diagnosed. I have a diagnosis, okay? I just want y'all to know. It is a concern, okay? So that's that. So now, we done talked about Iyrah. We done talked about L'Artisan. Yeah. Which fragrance defines you? We done talked about your mama. We done talked about your daddy. Which one is you?
That one is coming in June.
Okay.
So in June, if you were to release one in June, would you want to come back and then tell all about that story and that memory in June?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure people would love to hear that story too, but if you give too much of that story away now, then people might start guessing.
That's what I'm saying, and y'all just gonna have to wait till June.
That's okay. That's okay.
I like mystery.
Well, you want to know something else that I love about you is how in tune, not just how in tune you are with your fans. Because I want to say we're fans. It's your community, but we are fans. We are fans. We're fans of you and fans of your perfume. Yeah, but I like how you're listening to them and accessible because girl, when you drop them layers, we be on it.
Yeah.
when you drop them layers. So
Yeah.
I'm looking down in the chat and I see Miss LeVue, and I don't know how to say your name because it's in French and that's my fault. But today she dropped an online book for layering options of multiple fragrances. We're
Oh,
very proud of her. And
that's
immediately I said to her, where's my nocturne layer? Because I want to be ready for later tonight.
see now.
And so here you go. This is
I
what
got
I'm
you.
going to
Now,
do.
I could give you. I could throw you a whole layer and combo right now for Nocturne.
I'm ready.
What you trying to smell like tonight? You trying to be, because Nocturne is mysterious, but are you trying to be extremely mysterious or?
I mean, it's still your anniversary weekend, right? So
Yes,
maybe
it is.
you
I know.
want to be a little.
They ain't do nothing else, but he did bring me some wine. He made sure. Did y'all see that? Y'all see the cut the glass just immediately just come in?
I see that. Well, congratulations, by the way. So that means that you want to smell mysterious and very sexy and uppity. I will give. So now, okay, this combo. I wore this combo in Dubai in 2024. If you know anything about this man in Dubai, like the Emiratis, they do not give people compliments. They are very stingy with their compliments. But I did get a compliment for this. Nocturne. Now the body butter is the Fenty Eau de Parfum body cream.
Which one? What color?
The one in the nice jar.
No, she got colors. The regular one, the blue one, the one
No,
that's around all the time.
none of those ones. Like the one
The pink one, the vanilla dream.
the cream of the fragrance that she has.
Oh, the cream. Okay, so write it down. So I got that.
Yes,
Okay, go ahead.
That right there. Hibiscus Drive by Brown Sugar Babe or Steam Deep by Brown Sugar Babe, either one. And you have Hibiscus Mahajat.
Yes, I do.
Guidance 46.
I got that too.
Yes, Guidance 46 and Nocturne. So what you will do is Nocturne, you spray Nocturne at the back of your ear, at the back of your neck, behind your ears, and on your ankles. Hibiscus Mahajat, you spray right here on your shoulder blades, right here, and inside the crook of your arms and behind your knees. And then Guidance, that was Guidance 46, right?
I don't know. You said Guidance 46. I got
Yeah,
that one.
Guidance 46, not the regular Guidance, please.
Okay, I got 46. Go ahead. I got both of them.
And then Hibiscus Mahajat, you just top it off. Just top it off.
Now wait a minute, where did Guidance go? Because I like to put that, at my belly button so he can figure out where to go.
Guidance 46. You spray Guidance 46 on your shoulder blades.
Oh no, we got to put it in our belly button because he needs some guidance.
Yeah,
get down there.
Yeah, you go put it in. So you put it in here. You put it in here. You put it right here on your wrist, and you put it behind your knees and your belly button. And then Hibiscus Mahajat is just like the top end that you have. But Nocturne should be at the back of your neck, behind your ears, and on your ankles.
Child, they said that he gonna be done for down in the. Okay, so when Uncle ain't alive tomorrow, y'all know what happened. He might have suffocated.
He will not be able to. I mean, I don't know.
Nice knowing you, Reggie.
It's a done deal.
Y'all can come to the funeral and be like, but he died.
Yeah. Child.
Okay, this is dangerous, but I'm all for it. Oh my God, they're killing themselves.
Girl,
it's all three, child. You might not survive it. So
yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Give me a memory to think about.
Mako. Yes, the one that smells like the perfume. That's what we're doing. Oh, Derek said he taking notes. Wait a minute, you gonna spray your wife down? Wait a minute, Derek. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So I have a question for you.
You got to let us know how it worked out for you, Derek. That's one of our male admins. He over here talking about something. He taking notes now. So he loves to go to Dubai and bring his wife back fragrance. That's like that. That's their little kink,
That's so cool. So I think Justin had a question.
For people that have not experienced in person her products, her bottles are absolutely stunning. Her packaging, the whole thing is elegant. You have a story.
We was ready.
So are we. You have a story for the fragrance inside the bottles. The bottles are so unique. Do you have a story for the bottles as well?
Yes, absolutely. So one thing that you guys would note is that everything at House of Iyrah, there's a hidden clue behind it. Everything is very intentional. So if you look at the patterns of this glass, this bottle, what does it remind you of?
I think crocodile. It looks like lizard skin, like crocodile.
Yes.
Well, see,
But
okay, so I wouldn't say lizard skin or crocodile. What I just thought was we were doing, the high end. You know how black folks we love to have somebody's skins like ostrich and whatnot because that's just what I think. Because black folks, we wasn't doing it if we didn't have some skins on, and just being that how much your father was an inspiration, you can't just tell me that he wasn't an old school player. So I just decided that that's what it has something to do with. I can make up stories because that's
you
what I
you
decided.
you get one part right. My dad, yes, my dad is the reason for this. So my dad, he used to drink a lot of scotch. He loves his scotch. And if you look at this kind of looks like a scotch glass, if I may. And
Mhm.
so this right here is a representation of
It
that.
looks like the Lobo. It does. It looks like a Lobo.
Yes. So that's why we have this right here.
Well, they are absolutely stunning, just like the fragrance inside. It is a true statement piece.
Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate it.
So I'm gonna just tell you this though. I need a 30. Still would like this because I have determined that these little travelers, I have a whole, I don't know. I had this little thing that I carry around, and I just have like all these little 30s in my bag that I just had to have.
Have you seen our travel sizes though?
I wasn't blessed enough.
Well, this is what our travel size look like. They're 12 mLs and they're very hefty and heavy. This is what they look like individually.
We overspray nation. You can't be giving me these little bitty ones.
Yeah, this is like 12 mLs. Like
Okay.
most brands have 10. This is 12. And this, yeah. I mean, you can be a heavy sprayer, but
Even
They're
these
saying the
travel
size is
sprayers
huge.
are
And,
top notch.
hey,
Everything that you have, like all the packaging, all the glass, everything is absolutely top quality product.
yeah. Like
So let me ask you, when you dropped those on February 9th, did you like watch the Square or watch Shopify and be like, did they almost sell out? Because I know everybody was waiting for them, and then we all were like, "They're available tomorrow. Get your get your alarms on!" Like,
And
I
then,
mean, was it insane?
yeah, and then I didn't get one.
February 9th to today, majority of our sales have been travel sizes. And crazy one, because when we dropped, this was not available for sale.
Right.
People kept asking, and I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna give this to y'all. This have been going out like hot cake. People love this because this is a good way for them to experience the brand, try it out before they decide if they want to go full size. Like when I tell you, because I do my packaging myself right now, and it's something that I love doing. I've thought of giving it out. I'm still in the process of doing that yet, but for right now, I'm just like I enjoy the process because it's a constant reminder of all the hard work and where I came from, where I'm going. Every time I package, it's like the small boxes, and it's like travel size, travel size, travel size, travel. I'm like, y'all was waiting. It's like, yes, we were waiting. It's like, and for me, it's just another way for people to be able to enjoy the slice of luxury the House of Iyrah offers. So yeah, like that day was crazy. Like,
And so
Well,
for those that don't know in the chat, if you are looking to get any of these travel sets, they were not available before, but they are only available right now on the House of Iyrah website. You won't find them in any niche shops that carry House of Iyrah. You can only get them on the website. That is an exclusive to the website. So if you
and
haven't experienced the whole collection and you need more than what a 2 or 3 mil would offer, you need full, a handful of full day wears, that's where it's at.
and this is limited. So once this is gone, it's gone. You guys will not have a travel set again like this. Like once it's gone, it's gone. Just because we're bringing more stuff in, like new fragrances, you will not be able to have the OG 5 infinities. I call them infinity stones. You will not be able to have the OG 5 infinity stones.
well, I'm
And
gonna tell
it's a
you that
massive travel set too. You have to understand 12 mLs. I mean, you're
that's a
48
bottle.
mils. You're almost a
That's
50
a
mil
bottle.
bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a
And
bottle.
For me,
Now I just she didn't ask 3 times, so I gotta give a little shout out to Mako, who actually owns your entire line, but she has a huge presentation tomorrow, and all she wants to do is she wants to wear. Wait a minute, where did it just go?
what's
Act
her
one, I
name?
think she said. I think
He,
she said she's want to wear. Let me make sure I got it. Yes, it's Act One, and she has been trying to figure out a boss babe layer, like to elevate the cleanness of the scent, but also to give it some, I have arrived and y'all better be worried kind of, feeling. She's a colonel.
okay, so she has a presentation. What kind of presentation is it?
Child, she didn't say that. Now you want me to scroll all the way back. I was trying to keep up.
Because I need to know.
Hold
Like,
on. Mako, she said, what kind is it? I'm ready for it. I'm here trying to help you. I'm
yeah,
begging, baby. I'm
trying to
begging.
give it to her because honestly, if you're going to be in front of healthcare professionals and stuff like that, you cannot have anything too strong, but something very soft. Here's a combo that I do. This is gonna be with Act One because Act One is a freshy, clean, especially right now
Mhm.
it's starting to get really hot. So I layer Act One with Valaya, either Act One with Valaya or Act One with a piece of me, I think from Maison Francis Cardigan.
Yep.
If you layer this
Napalm.
together, and you can also use like the what's it called? Not atomic rose. Initial, the musk therapy, the body lotion. Use that.
Ooh,
Use that where
not
I
a hairspray.
yes, wear that, and you can use the Valaya hairspray if you have it, and then you use like the Act One and Valaya or a piece of meat. Like you could do all three together because I do all three together. That right there is something you can wear on an airplane. You can do a presentation. It's very potent, but in a very nice way, not overpowering. Or you could do symphony. Now I know for a fact some people say
Oh,
symphony.
she said that um the presentation is to the White House.
Okay, she could wear that, or she could do this other one. So this one is for symphony. So you have symphony. Now, if you have any vanilla like body lotion, body oil. So I like skin potions. Skin potion body butter really goes really good on my skin. So you could use skin potions. If you have the yummy skin potions, you could wear that, the body butter. Or you could wear the vanilla cashmere by EOS. You
Yes,
could wear
please.
that. And then if you have the Cycler body oil, which is the vanilla, or any oil that is vanilla based, wear that. You wear Symphony, and then let me see. I'm not really big on vanilla, but you wear Symphony, and give me 1 second. I'm trying to think of a vanilla fragrance that you can put that with. Because Symphony has vanilla and you can bring out the vanilla. That's something that people don't find off putting, you know? I'm trying to think of a fragrance that you could layer with Symphony, a vanilla fragrance. Mm. I like Angel Dust. I like Angel Dust by
They said the heck with the
Jay-Z.
girl that asked you for it. They all gonna wear it tomorrow themselves. So
yeah,
clearly, it's looking like it's about to be banging.
yeah,
Well, when I saw you, you were wearing
yeah,
Angel Dust and
yes,
Symphony. That
yeah,
was your combo that night
yes,
when
it
we
was.
were in Dallas.
Yes, that was my combo that night. Yes. So you could wear Angel Dust with by Fugazi with Symphony and obviously Yummy. I promise you that sillage is going to be mad. Mad, mad, mad. Um, what are the vanilla fragrances out there?
There's so many.
Or
I mean,
I
I'm sure
gotta
somebody
think
else
of what I have in my closet because I'm not really big on vanilla like that. Um, or you could wear Symphony and Imagination by Louis Vuitton. That combination is crazy. You wear those two together, very crazy. I wore that the
I
day.
might actually like imagination with that. Like,
It goes really good because I wore that to the Feminish office. I think who was it? The VP of sales was there, and I walked past him, and he was like, "Hold on,
I'm
what
probably
do you
just
got on?"
I'm
I
probably
was like, Symphony and Imagination. And then for body oil, Vanilla Whisper by Brown Sugar Babe. Oh, Matière Premiere, the vanilla
I was
powder.
gonna say vanilla powder.
Yes, that. You have it.
Oh,
I
now
was
she's
gonna
gonna
say
smell like a
like
bomb at
vanilla
the White
black.
House. I feel like you shouldn't wear that.
No,
Huh?
I was gonna say
You're
vanilla
gonna be a whole
dry.
bomb at the White House. I'm just saying. Like
It's they need it. They need it.
She'll have it tomorrow.
no, I think so. Actually, I'm trying to tell you. So she may be the one looking for her signature scent for her Boss Babe presentation, but apparently quite a few of the ladies are going to be rocking it tomorrow too.
And that's what's up. I love that. I think this month our spritz with Samira is gonna be the type of woman. Like we're gonna be describing the different types of women. So yes. I can't wait to share the combo for this month.
Where do you share your
So
combo?
So we post like once a month. We post my combos on a House of Ira page and Samira's page. It's called Spritz with Samira. I
Mhm.
literally tell people how I'm layering all of our fragrances that month. And so
So I know that, but that's really for the chat.
yeah,
So
oh yeah, on
um,
Instagram and TikTok. Instagram and TikTok. If you follow on Instagram and TikTok, you see it. Jess?
So you mentioned going to Scent Explorer. You mentioned about going to Beauty World before, but now you like went to Beauty World. You conquered Beauty World. You're probably never going back to Beauty World, right? Like you're done there. So, what other shows? We've got Paris Fragrance Week. We've got Polaris. We've got Fumed in just like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Like we've got
FragCon.
yeah, Houston FragCon. Like so,
you
where
ain't
else?
gonna
The
do
people, the people want to know. The people want to know where are you going to be?
that
Okay,
was so
so
shady.
I'm gonna tell y'all where we're gonna be this year. Because for me, all of the expos are they're always intentional for me. I don't just go for the sake of going because again, they can be very costly. It adds up.
Mhm.
So this year we are confirmed. I'm gonna talk about the ones that are confirmed and the ones that were still pending responses. Confirmed in a week and a half, we're gonna be in Chicago at Fumed. So if you're in Chicago, please stop by and say
We got
hi.
a few in the chat that are going. They've already been talking
Can't
about
wait
it.
to
So
see you. So we're gonna be there at Chicago at Fumed. And then the week after that, we're gonna be in Paris for Paris Fragrance Week. And then a week after that, we're gonna be in London for the Niche London show. Then we're probably gonna take a break. Now, what we're pending responses to, we got approved for Senfest in California. Still trying to make up my mind just because I'm looking at the prices and the booth space that is being offered. I'm trying to make sure that it makes sense. Like, if
mhm.
you're going to Senfest, let me know, because obviously it's like when we look at the prices, then the space that is being offered, and like, but anyways, Jess, I'm gonna talk to you about that later on. So Senfest is still pending. We're pending a response from Polaris I don't know where Polaris is in Pity.
Stockholm.
Yes, they reached out to us and they needed some information from us, so we gave it to them. So we're waiting to see how that's gonna go. So Polaris and PD, we're waiting on Essence Fest, in the one that happens in Louisiana
Mhm.
in June, and
July,
then
July first,
obviously
July
July.
first, first weekend,
Yes, and then
Independence Day.
Scent Explore, we applied. Obviously, we're still waiting. I don't think they've responded to anybody yet. We're waiting for them to respond back to us. So
But
that's what.
you'll be back at Sun Explorer.
I
Mm,
mean, I don't even understand why I got to be application, but whatever.
yeah, but yeah, that's where we're planning to be right
They,
now.
they done totally like this. They off on making their own sync combos. So you wake up down there, wake up. Wait, I'm just telling you because now all they talking about is how they layering this stuff right now, playing with it. I need y'all to focus. Come back to it.
Yeah, somebody
Mhm.
did your Symphony and Vanilla Powder combo
Mhm.
just now and said it was amazing. So they're
Oh
already
yeah,
trying out everything you said.
yeah. The dry down is even impeccable. Think about the vanilla, the saffron.
Somebody wants to know, how do you stay grounded with all the jet setting, with all of the stress of bringing new things to market, managing inventory problems, and all of that? How do you stay grounded? What do you do to like be calm and have have a life outside of House of Iyrah?
In all honesty, like everything else, it has its ups and downs. There are days where I have happy tears. There are days where the tears are not pretty, and I'm just like, I'm gonna throw in the towel and I'm done with this. But obviously, community constantly reminds you of why you're doing this, and you keep pushing. Now, in terms of how I stay grounded, For those of you guys who are Christians, the first thing is God. That is the number one thing. I pray a lot, even though maybe sometimes I might not pray as much as I should, but I do pray. And I beg God constantly to give me wisdom and discernment. In this industry, any industry, even in life, you need discernment to be able to determine who you have around you. People come around you for various reasons. When you have people who come around you with pure intentions, it helps you to grow stress free, drama free, people who you can trust, somebody you can open up to and be like, hey, this is what I'm going through, and they can genuinely give you good advice. You need that. You need to be able to determine and see that. Some people come as that and they're not really that. You need wisdom in a in an industry like this, given that I'm starting out, sometimes people come with opportunities that not every opportunity is what you should jump at. One thing my mom raised me on is if you drink from every cup that is offered to you, that's how you're going to get poisoned. You need wisdom to be able to sign these contracts that you're signing with people, have certain conversations, negotiations, and stuff like that. You need wisdom to be able to accept, like, if somebody tells you, okay, we apply for Exxon's, Exxon's told us no. I could cry my eyes out and be upset, and I was like, you know what? That's fine. That's okay. That right there, I feel like that's not by me. That's by God. God gives me that energy, the strength I need, the wisdom I need to be able to maneuver and accept that, you know what, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep focusing on the positive ones and keep pushing forward. Um, Secondly, one other thing that helps me is I never forget where I've come from. All of this is not me. All of this is the community and the team that working I'm working with. Those are the people that I always put first before anything. Once you never forget that, I think that helps a lot. Obviously, you don't have to be too complacent, you have to be firm, but don't get too arrogant and you forget that being able to make sales, people talking about you is your community. You know, you have to always remember them. And then lastly, let me see what it is. Oh yeah. Family and friends. My mom especially, like, I can't tell you how many times my mom has called me and I'm sad and I'm stressed out and she just speaks life into me. I have friends and cousins and family who do that. They speak life into me constantly. Constantly. I promise you, like everything else, there are times when I my confidence is gone. At 2024, there was a month that I cried literally every month because I was like, I know I have good product. How can I get in front of people? And sometimes you just have to be willing to take a risk. It's okay. If you get told no, that's fine. No is just at the moment. It doesn't mean it's no forever.
Not not forever.
Yeah,
They
sometimes,
have to see your worth sometimes. You can't
yeah,
just show, you
sometimes
gotta see it. Yeah.
you have to prove yourself, right? Sometimes you put a key in the door, it's just not gonna work at the time. Maybe the lock is jammed, something, whatever. Try again. Try again. Because the least that you're gonna get is a no, right? And then what if you get a yes? It's two things, yes or no. And you should be willing to accept either one and don't take it personal or be offended.
Well,
Just tell yourself, I'm gonna
there's
work
also
on
not
it
right now.
and keep pushing. And one thing that I tell people is as a brand, as a person, you have to have a mind of your own. If you're all over the place, jumping on every trend you see, trying to be friends with everybody, I'm very wary of people who are friends with everybody. You can be friendly, but doesn't mean that you're friends with everybody. You're always trying to tell everybody your secrets or
That's a sermon, girl. That's
right.
a sermon. You gotta hold some stuff close to the vest
Yeah,
because those same people that's your friends, they'll be the snake tomorrow, girl.
yeah, and you have to because you have to create your own community, right? Because your community comes to you because of who you are and what they see in you. If today you're jumping on this trend, you're doing this, you're saying this, like you're confusing people, and so people are like, okay, so why am I even following you again? Why am I even trying to know you again? Because you're not consistent. You have to be consistent because people are watching. People are watching. That's one thing. People are watching. Even when you think people are not watching, people are watching. So honestly, that's how I stay grounded. And I'm just, for me, every day is a learning. Every day is something to learn from. I always try to fail forward. If I make a mistake, I'm not gonna beat myself up because I'm a human being. This is my first time being a human being. There's no book out there that I have to read on how to be a human being. Every experience is different. So if I make a mistake, I own up to it. I take accountability and I ask myself, what is the lesson that I can take from here and apply tomorrow to be better so I don't repeat this again? That's it.
So
Just
They
that
say if you're
simple.
preaching the word and they are here for it. Okay. Amen. Amen.
Amen. That's it.
Keep
What
going
you
on with that. Amen. Amen. It's Sunday. We here for the word.
Yeah, Justin,
so
you said something. Go ahead.
I said just that simple. Just simple as that.
Yep.
we although we've been lagging and we haven't done interviews since football season and then holidays and whatever, we had a standard question that we've pretty much asked everyone near and far. And one of those things is we get to see the successes, we get to see all the, things that we can cheer for online, but a lot of people don't love to talk about the hardships, right? We like to paint the nice picture, we like to tell you when everything's going great, but one of the questions that, people really will want to know is, what are some of the challenges? What are some of the biggest challenges? What are the things that you slash the House of Iyrah, like as a brand, have had to overcome? And what are those? I know some people have said, like manufacturing bottles, getting, product in overseas, maybe tariffs and things like that. But if there was one lesson or one major challenge, whether it was in the past or right now, if there's one that you were willing to share, like what would that be, and how either have you overcome it already, or if it's something current, like how are you tackling it?
That's a really good question. I will start with what we're going through right now, and then I will touch on things that we've gone through in the past. Right now, if you guys notice, Symphony and Opera have been out of stock since December or January. We were supposed to have restocked by February 28th. But unfortunately, our manufacturer delayed maybe like a couple of days. No, we had to delay production for a couple of days just because I can't really talk much about it, but we got into like we had a cease and desist for something, which we had to try to figure out with the other brand who sent us a cease and desist. So we had to pause production just to see what our options are before we move forward. That kind of put us back a little bit. And then we were still on track to getting things out on February 28th. And February 28th, the stuff was supposed to ship. If you guys notice, February 27th or 28th is when Iran was bombed.
Mhm.
And because of that, the Middle East airspace was shut down. Our stuff is stuck currently in the Middle East because of this. And for me,
Excuse me.
I'm
Sorry.
a little bit frustrated because I'm like, I feel bad for people who pre-ordered because we had a lot of people who pre-ordered. I have stores who pre-ordered. I had a lot of people, and they keep emailing every day. And I was able to email them like, "Hey, this is what's going on, and we don't have control over this." I was like, you know what? I probably take a flight and go myself to the Middle East and see if I can grab it and bring it here. But
We're not letting you go to the Middle East right now, just so
of
you know.
course,
Like
so I'm like,
normally, like a year ago, I'd be like, all right, girl, you go when I'm
yeah,
going, but I can't do
would've
that.
gone. But right now, with all of the things, that would be a little bit reckless for me to do. And every day I'm there pinging my manufacturer, pinging them all like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Good thing is, this year we've been working on bringing everything to the US, but we just have to fulfill this last inventory from them. And then everything right now will be done in the US. We're going to have it in the US. So it's been a lot of back and forth.
Mhm.
Right now, we have a way forward. They're going to ship it through Emirates. We're going to get it, but before it would come straight to my door, but now I have to go to New York because Emirates doesn't fly to Atlanta because I'm in Atlanta. So I have to go to New York and try to clear this with customs before shipping it now to Atlanta to me. So if anything, by God's grace, fingers crossed, we're gonna get Symphony and Opera on Saturday next week. But I promise you, for the past 2 weeks, I've not slept properly because that's all I keep thinking about. I'm stressed out because I'm like, people have paid for this. What if people start canceling their orders? I've seen the way people have dragged other brands on the internet because of stuff like this, and I have that panic attack. I'm like, what if they start dragging House of Era for things like this? Obviously, this is beyond my control. It's nothing I can do. But again, you know the way people are, you know the way customers are. I'm just doing my best to email everybody every week just to be like, hey, this is where we're at. This is the update that we have. Obviously, people have been very nice and gracious to us. A couple of people are like, "Oh, you could have told us this." I'm like, "How would I tell you if I knew I would never even take your money in the first place?" Like we always get our stuff on time. It's like Symphony Opera, they've sold out so many times, and we get our stuff we stopped on time. Like we would never, nobody would have anticipated that this was gonna happen. But so fingers crossed that this gets shipped out on Tuesday as it's supposed to. But like right now, we have to pay double for shipping because obviously people have to take advantage of it. There's no oil and it's not the typical way that it's being shipped. So that is one of the issues that obviously we've had to face. In the past, we've had people obviously try to start controversy and drama with us by calling us out online for things. One thing I won't do, especially if it's something I don't have control over, I don't respond. I just let you be and do your thing. But it could be for a small business, honestly, it could be it's stressful to think that people are trying to start some business or trying to start some mess with you and whatnot. It is stressful because you're like, what is the best way to act as a founder? I have emotions. I'm a human being. I have emotions. Sometimes we
You
get
mean
really
you're real? You're a real girl?
I know, but sometimes it could start a whole controversy. And so for me, if I don't have anything nice to say, I just keep quiet. Um, if somebody has concerns, if people email us like, "Hey, I have an issue with my order," personally call them with our business number, like, "Hey, we're sorry about it. We're gonna fix it, and we'll make sure that it's shipped out to you." That is the best way that I feel because I like to treat people the way I like to be treated. And so for me, customer service is if there's some form of communication, that's all I need because there's only so much that you can do, right? So yeah, and
Well, you do have some people in the chat that actually did pre-order and got your email saying,
yeah,
"Hey, stuff is, out of my control." And they're saying in the chat that they appreciated getting that from you and not somebody else and appreciated that communication. So,
oh yeah, and I cannot wait next week to tell like, hey, guess what? We have Symphony and Opera in the U.S. I just have to clear this because I know it's gonna be a breeze with customs just because it's fragrances. If this was like healthcare or pharmaceuticals, then customs would have been a mess. But this is like fragrances. Fragrances, you pretty much have a breeze with as long as they have all the information that they need. It's a breeze.
that part.
So they never say they have it all. That's the thing. There's allegedly always something missing.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that everything goes through really quickly, and because we're gonna have to ship from New York now to Atlanta, where we fulfill everything. So I cannot wait to start sending people stuff out. Just yeah.
So if you need help, I can send Justin to Atlanta. He can help start packing boxes for all these people in the chat that are waiting for their packages.
I do pack a hell of a box.
Yes, you do.
I have no doubt. You know what? We're definitely going to need your help when we launch the new fragrance. I know for a fact that we're going to need your help. One thing I would say is this week, one of the challenges, yes. So this week, a lot of people don't know, I used to have a 9 to 5, even though I was running House of Iyrah.
I can't believe you're talking about this.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd bring it up.
I will bring it up. People need to know. So this week, I quit my job. And I'll be honest with you, I'm excited, but I'm scared. This is the first time in my life that I am not working.
But you are working. You're probably working harder than you ever have.
So Samira, now I think this is the place where I can give some auntie advice. Okay. This is the place where I can give some auntie advice. What I have learned through my 20 years of entrepreneurship is that having your real livelihood on the line, your ability to function in this world will make you work for you the way you have never worked for anybody else. The quickness with which your brand is going to level up is going to be a phenomenal story. You don't even see, when you always got that income to fall back on, it's always one thing different. But when this is really how you making your living, this is how you feed yourself and your family, you be amazed at how ingenious you become, how much you learn how to make a way out of no way, and how innovative your brand will become. So I clap because it's scary, but it is the best thing that you can do for you and your brand. So I applaud you. I
Thank you
And
so
I feel
much.
like that's hashtag confirmation.
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, corporate America, my background is in cybersecurity, AI. Um, I've always done that in the House of Iyrah. Was it stressful? Hell yes. Because House of Iyrah, initially when we started House of Iyrah, okay, I mean, I was like, yeah, I can do this. It's fine. I've always had like multiple jobs, contracts here and there. Because I've done a lot of consulting, but you have multiple contracts at a time. And House of Iyrah last year became super demanding. But I was still doing my best to show up for my job and myself. But I realized that I started losing interest in doing anything corporate America. I will do what I'm supposed to do, but I will not go above and beyond like I used to do.
bare minimum, baby. You get the bare minimum from me.
Bare minimum. But how's the IRA? If I showed you my corporate email, I had like 10,000 unread emails. I do not like reading emails. The easiest way to get me is Teams. But how's the IRA? I read every email that comes. Okay, there's somebody who handles support, but I still read those emails myself. Our PR email, I read it. Marketing, I read it. I will respond. Social media, I'm not the one who handles our social media, but I promise you, I go on the account and I go through every notification that we've had. I search for House of Iyer just in case something fell through the cracks because you never know. And I make sure that I should be able to respond to it. So I had a conversation with my manager and it was like, okay, we're noticing that you're not attentive. That I'm like, yeah, it's true because I've lost interest in I'm paying attention to House of Iyer. And so it's like, yeah, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. It sucks. A part of me is scared, but one thing I know for a fact is God did not give me this if He did not have a plan laid out for me.
He didn't bring you this far to leave you, baby. He did
Another
not bring you this far
confirmation,
to leave you.
yeah, another confirmation for me as well was because when I left, typically I'm somebody who's always on top of things. My friend was like, "Oh, you know what? Apply for another job." I'm like, honestly, just thinking of the fact that you have to go through the interview process and starting over in a new company, I'm overwhelmed and drained. I don't think I want to go through that. I don't think I'm gonna go through that. I think I'm just gonna focus on House Ira and pour everything I have into House Ira. It is what it is. I know for a fact that we're gonna make this through. I'm willing to learn from the mistakes. This is gonna be a learning period of my life because, like I said, this is the first time that I am not working. I always have something, but it's the first time that I'm not working, so I know for a fact that something's gonna work out.
Well,
So
down in the chat, you getting the standing ovations. And Derek, our other admin, he's like, "Look, I'm in North Jersey. If you just need me to go get the boxes, let me know."
thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys are so amazing, honestly. On the days where it's hard, when I think of like, because I get a lot of emails, I get a lot of messages inbox. On the days where I feel like because there are days where you can feel like you're not doing anything. When I go and look at those emails and I look at the DMs, I'm like, girl, snap out of it. You're doing something. You're doing something. Because if you were not, one thing I know about human beings is human beings do not lie. They will tell you exactly how they feel. So, yeah,
Even when they don't intend to, it's coming through.
some way, shape, or form. Okay, see, Jess has been shading you this entire time.
Not shooting you.
Shading me?
No, like when it came to like the no buy, and she's like, "Man, you broke your no buy in like
That
13
was
hours."
only because she would break her no buy on a sleep shop for your drop. If it came during her no buy, that's the only reason I said
Yeah.
she would be
Oh
sleep shopping if you
no.
dropped a fragrance in the middle of the night in the middle of her no buy. Don't you even worry. That's all that was. Someone
That's
else
my
thought
I
I was
fucking
a
know.
broke
brother, mister.
shame.
Believe me, we
I
talk about
know.
each other incessantly.
But I'm just saying, like human beings will always tell you what's up. It don't matter. So yeah.
No, I mean this is a wonderful thing. Now, one of the young ladies, and she's new. She's a new one of your new customers, and she want to know what's your dream store to be in.
Her own.
House of Ira.
Her own.
House of Ira. There was a girl you said the one that has a presentation at the White House. She said you said she has all 5 fragrances. Ooh, trying to take my eye off.
Mako, and she said, so all that crying. This is actually Mako. It's crazy that she done. She said, so all that crying when you sign my bottle of Scent Explorer, you're gonna have to do that again because it rubbed off.
Oh,
You know what? I know you're talking about Radiant with May.
Yes.
That's who you. Okay, good. She made me cry doing Scent Explorer. Like the emotions were just so much for me that it just came out. Like I couldn't even help it. It just came out. It was just like woo. I was like, oh, this is me who never ever cried before, and now I just be crying any day, shape, or form. But yes, girl, I'm happy to sign your bottle any day, anytime. We just have to find a better marker that will make it stick.
We learned that problem in 2024. I had Lorenzo Pizzaglia sign a bottle for me, and I put it in my coat jacket. Yeah, that wasn't the wrong thing to do because there wasn't anything left of that signature by the end of the day.
we
Did
made
you
sure
put
this year that Danielle had a marker, Angel
had
had a
3
marker.
markers.
We had our own markers. It was like, no, use
Niles
this one.
didn't have any markers, so it's like we had so many people at the booth trying to get their things signed, and every time we give Niles a marker, he'd like throw it.
Always sign the box.
But
Yeah.
It
yeah,
won't
so
come
we've
off the
learned.
box.
Yeah.
Michaela has signed I don't know how many bottles for us, but yeah, we've learned get the box and the bottle signed. If something comes off the bottle, you always got the box.
Or
Yeah.
clear packing tape, and you just put tape over the
You know,
signature.
I thought about that, but I was like, is that gonna work? Okay, you know what? That's a good idea. Because yesterday I did sign somebody's box. She bought on the spot and she opened it like, hey, can you sign my box for me? I was like, yes, ma'am, happily. And
So I put nail polish over it, just like it's a run in your stockings.
look at you. Look at you coming through with the tips. Okay. So do you put like the clear nail polish?
Clear nail polish, just like you ran your stocking.
That
Stay there
is
forever.
good.
And it goes on evenly. So when it dries down, it's not streaky.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good okay.
so
Thank you.
literally I got my bottle signed. I had my clear nail polish, and on the way home when we got on the train to come back, me and Angel were piping over the bottles and let them dry sitting there on the
Yeah.
train.
That is a good idea. I'm gonna make sure like next time on my boot I'm gonna have what's it called? I'm gonna have the markers and the nail polish.
Great. So the next time I go to an event, I'm gonna have a whole pack of markers and bottles of clear nail polish.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. And they're
Somebody
gonna be like,
wants to
why is
know
man walking around with all this nail polish?
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know if you're dropping potentially something in the summer. Will that?
What are you talking about, Jen?
I know. No, I'm just reading. I'm reading the hypothetical question. If
Yeah.
there is a hypothetical fragrance being dropped in the
You gotta
summer,
put it like in quotes, Jess.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
would this hypothetical then be at Scent Explorer in November for people to experience?
Bless you.
Sorry.
You fine, girl. Drink some wine.
No, I've been waiting on that all day.
What was that? Drink some wine.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll come back.
Hopefully a cough drop or something, or a glass of
And
water.
another question while we're waiting on that is, do you ship internationally?
We ship worldwide. Okay. Well, if you go to space, we'll ship to space. We'll find you and ship to you in space.
I want to figure out how we can test that. Like, is that a money back guarantee? Like, if I can get into space
So
and she can't deliver that bottle, like, do I win a prize?
At the opening, the grand reopening of the fragrance store yesterday, we talked to a couple and they went to some island off the coast of Argentina, and I guess it is like the last stop before Antarctica. I don't know the name of the island off the top of my head. I'd have to go look it up because I want to go back. I didn't really understand exactly what the name was. But anyways, I would love to know, like, if we could get the whole, like, House of Iyrah shipped to that island. Because they said it was pretty remote.
As long as DHL, FedEx, and UPS get there, baby, you won't get your stuff.
Okay? Danielle on a rowboat.
Yeah. Like, if UPS can pull up that address, you gonna get it. Now I don't know how long it's gonna take. That I cannot control, but we will ship your stuff out to you. Hypothetically, Any new release that we have will be available at Scent Explorer.
Okay.
Because hypothetically, we're gonna drop something right before Scent Explorer. So
I think it is Cape Horn. Derek Bar. There's some other island I can't like pronounce though.
It's like the
She
end of the
said-
world or something.
oh wow.
Well, I know there's mailing
For
addresses.
the next one, will you have the travel size as well?
No.
Now y'all know Danielle is not getting in a robot. Now see, now y'all need to stop talking about things that's never gonna happen. Okay, don't. Like, we already talking about hypotheticals, but so you don't know this, Samir. But okay, so you see, these are like two of my best friends, and they're white. You may not notice that. Okay, and I am not white. And I am very not white, and they want me to do white people shit. Okay, they just be trying to get me to do white people things. So they want me to come down to Florida, and they try to feed me to the alligators. Now
That's
y'all
not
know
true.
that's what they do. That's what they did with the black folks when they took them down to Florida. They just threw them out to the alligator. That's why it was called Alligator Alley, and I ain't going there. Okay, so they always trying to get me to go through there, and then they want me to get in some mud boat with a fan on the back, talking about
Airboat.
whatever it's called.
Airboat.
I ain't doing it. So they always trying to get me to do white people stuff, okay? And I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not getting on. So now they over here in the chat trying to get me to get on a rowboat so that I can go and get you some fragrance. We all know that I am not. I supervise. Do you see? You know what? I will come down there and I will supervise the hell out of Justin packing your stuff. Everybody got to do what they good at, okay?
She goes supervise the hell out of that.
Everybody got to do what they good at, okay? I cracks the whip, okay? Y'all didn't see me stealing signs out of Scent Explorer. However, I know how they packed it to get it home, okay? Y'all didn't, because I wasn't doing it. Why? Because I'm black. Okay, and they would be trying to come and get me anyway, even though I ain't got nothing to do with the sign. We would out here being Scent Explorer sign gate. If I was the one that may have possibly stolen the Scent Explorer whole sign and taken it to, allegedly somebody's store so they could hypothetically ship it to their house.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black. I'm too black, y'all. I'm too black for that. I just want to tell y'all that that's what be happening. Okay, they're not gonna be trying to get me into some. And Samira, I will protect you. Okay, because they be having you out here doing this stuff too. They will be having you out here talking about we crossing the Great Horn thing with the floods on the whatever. I'm not gonna take you that way. I'm gonna take you down the Africa way where you can just be on a little cruise ship. We ain't gonna be out there with the do. We ain't doing that. Okay, we gonna go the long way where it's scenic. And you just take pictures, and Justin can get out there in a rowboat and cross the ocean. Okay,
I will take my chances with an alligator over a hippopotamus.
That too. I ain't gonna be out there with no hippopotamus. What I look like? I ain't gonna be out there.
You just said you were going on like a jungle river cruise.
Okay,
I think this went way far less. People in the chat are like, "Oh my, they have no idea what's going on. We gotta bring this back."
Yeah, I just
they're trying to get me. Y'all. I'm trying to tell you, that's what they stay trying to get me. Okay, they trying to get that. They just want that's what they want. Okay, that's what they want. They want me. They want to get me, and they're not gonna get me. And then they not. That's all. Just know they're not gonna get me, and that's what's important. And I'm gonna protect you, Samira girl. I got you. Okay, I ain't gonna have you out here sourcing your own materials.
For those of you watching that are tech savvy and are good with doing the AI pictures in Chat GPT, I issue you all a challenge. It's going to be where in the world is Danielle? I want to see her in a rowboat in various dangerous locations across the world. You post them in the group.
We might have a great giveaway.
I'm trying to they always trying to do it. We had Jerry on here. I'm gonna get you. It's gonna be great. We're gonna go to the swamp.
That was Algerian. That wasn't
no, he's not. I am not going to the swamp. What I look like going to the swamp?
I'm going.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna sit back at the house.
Samira,
I will have DoorDash ready when y'all get back.
Cause what? No.
I'm not doing that, okay? I got too many fingernails and hair and makeup to be doing that, okay? Nothing about me say I'm outside.
I watch way too many movies, ma'am. Mm-mm.
That's
See,
what I'm
the
talking. Samir,
only thing I like about an alligator is when it's in the bag.
Samir, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna leave. We're gonna hang out because we understand. They don't get it. I see clearly. You understand what I'm talking about, and I'll be trusting them. Okay, because you know, as much friends we are, you know, the white people, they'll get you. They will get you. Okay, they will get you.
I mean, she's climbed in my car once. She understands I got her where she need to go.
Actually, yeah, Jess took me safely, safe and sound. But sweetheart, no boats in the swamp.
Derek, I am not going to get on the airboat and then go eat some gator jerky. That is never happening. With the hippo chasing, I see that these AI things about to go crazy. I see it right now.
Yeah. Y'all put that in the chat so we can have a ball.
Yes.
Oh, they're going to be tagging House
They
of
want to
Iyrah.
know we're doing a launch party. That's what they really want to know. Yes, we're going to do a launch party down in the bayou with the crocodile on the airboat. Anyway, they want to know about the launch party.
I want to see the pictures. I want to see Danielle with a big box of House of Iyrah, and she's delivering the packages. You tag Samira, you tag House of Iyrah, and it's where can Danielle deliver?
What launch party?
They want to know if you're having a launch party for your new fragrance.
Child.
You know, the possibility of a new addition to your lineup.
Allegedly, we gonna see.
Cause you know we do travel.
I know. I'm gonna let y'all know. I need to talk to my team. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Because you know we do travel for dumb stuff. All you got to do is tell us to be there, and here we come. The first time that Jess met somebody, literally, it was in 30 hours. She was on planes, trains, and automobiles. She looked like a Lifetime movie trying to find. She looked like she was the city chick from New York that was trying to get to Montana and got caught in a snowstorm in Wyoming on the way and found them. Like literally, it was planes, trains, and automobiles to get there. But we
didn't. Boob taping in the subway bathroom with my dress, like. It was terrible all day just to make somebody else's grand opening.
Wow.
You know,
on a 36-hour
notice. What?
Now, I ain't gonna do all that. I'll just leave her. But I'm
gonna have a conversation with my marketing lead and my finance person. Like, the people are asking for a party. Because it was just me. My team is like, Samira, you're too extrovert and you have to. I'm like, it's not me, it's them. That's what they want. The people want something.
People want a party, girl.
Yeah.
Do you know? Look, people love a party.
Maybe you should. Maybe instead of doing a pre-order, you should do like a pre-RSVP to a hypothetical party and see how many people would like say they're coming in a city near you.
They're all like, isn't there a fancy fragrance shop in ATL where the House of Iyrah is actually carried, y'all? Because that's where I got my bottle because they were the only ones that had it.
Yeah. Scented Cottage.
Because they were the only ones, just in case y'all was looking, they had the bottle still.
I know. Actually, it was Scented Cottage and Oat to Shop. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that one. I don't know. We might have a party. We might not, hypothetically, allegedly.
Well, you know, that's okay. We all just, you know, we like to keep our options open. But they said, now I got to spend my money on something else. So clearly we're going to be there. Because, you know, y'all, you know, I swear, you know, husband, all he says is, he like literally, I was like, oh, I'm going to so-and-so the other day. He was like, oh, they got fragrance there. I said, I don't know. I'm going to somebody's funeral. He's like, I'm sure there's fragrance there.
He knows you so well. Like, you cannot blame him.
Like literally, like that's all you think I do?
I mean, is that not all you do?
No, I also, you know, get makeup and Stanley cups.
Well, yeah, but you know, fragrance comes first. Mm-hmm.
No, actually, lipstick come first.
One of the questions that somebody had was if you could do a collab with any other perfumer / founder / celebrity, like if you could collab with any one entity, do you have a like wish list? Or inversely, like if you could create a fragrance for a singular person, like who would you want to create for?
Okay. In terms of collabs, I would rather do collabs with like our organizations as opposed to individuals. I say so because I have seen what collabs have done to people, right? It has ruined so many relationships. And for me, I'm just very skeptical. I'm very, but one of the collabs that I want to do is with my siblings. I think that is something as well that is in the pipeline. So you guys
Oh,
might.
that's how many siblings do you have? We don't know that.
I have four siblings. So that's something that is in the pipeline. I would definitely do a collab with my siblings because again, our fragrances are inspired by my memories. And there's some memories that I share with my siblings. So that's something that we're gonna do. I don't know how y'all read my mind, but yes, that's something that we're actually planning on doing. I just
And
don't
you're the
know.
youngest, right?
I am the baby, yes. Now, in terms of organizations, I would love to do collabs with like Delta, Marriott, or like Emirates, creating like their first class or business class,
Wouldn't
stuff
that be lovely? We go
that
to House of Iyrah instead of Byredo and get on the, our little
So
flight to
people be
go there.
stealing, yeah, people be stealing your fragrance instead of Byredo
yeah.
out of the hotel rooms.
I definitely want to do something like that. But in terms of like collabing with people in the industry,
Of course,
no.
they're all. I just want you to know they even though that might not be it, that they want you to collab with Chris Collins. But Samira has a very special relationship with Chris Collins. Can you
Yes.
tell us about that?
Chris Collins is like a mentor to me, and he's also my friend. That is somebody who, if something happens to me, and I'm like, okay, this is a situation, I call him, or I call Makeda, my Brown babe, just to ask him like, hey, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this? Obviously, you need to have a mentor in everything that you do. Somebody who has been there before you, who can share the experiences with you. Obviously, the experience doesn't have to be yours, but you can learn something from it. So that's who Chris Collins is, to me. And obviously, like certain things in the industry, if I'm looking for certain connections, if he has those connections, he puts me on, vice versa. We're here to support one another. And I'll be honest with you, like during Sun Explore, when Chris and I were working my boot, somebody captured it. That was like one of the best moments ever because that right there was to show anybody, doesn't matter where, there is so much power in unity, right? The sky is so big for everybody to fly. People own thousands of bottles. Like, you're not my competition. I could buy your fragrance and buy your fragrance and buy your fragrance. Like, just because I'm lifting you up, I'm also lifting myself up. So people feel like if they shine a light on you, you're gonna dim their light, and that's not how it works.
So I don't know if you saw our interview with Chris Collins.
I don't think you
And
have it.
one of our questions to him was about mentorship
Mm-hmm.
and what he saw himself doing. And he said, I don't want to be the only one. I want to bring um, some more behind me so that they're my colleagues.
Yeah,
And he talked extensively about you.
he did.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Of
he did.
course. Yeah,
I
but
just
yeah,
want you to know that. See, I was like, he did. He talked extensively about you
yeah.
and how phenomenal you were and how unique your fragrances were, and then was surprised that we'd all already had them. So we're like, we already got them, baby. We on it. But
Yes, that's somebody that I'm extremely grateful for. Just being able to have that person in your corner that you can call. Because I can call my family any day and time and talk to them about it. They can, comfort me and whatever. But sometimes the comfort hits different when somebody who knows what you're talking about, has experienced it, is able to give you something from their perspective and still be able to comfort you. And, like, this is what you do, this is what you do. And for example, myself and Chris will be in Paris together. We'll be exhibiting at the Paris Fragrance Week. I'm excited. Like, that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to. It's like just
we would
amazing.
like to see you with Umi and Chris at Scent Explorer. We want to see
Oh,
a great big booty.
absolutely. See, that's something that again, eventually that could be in the works, right? We've talked about it, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But obviously, that's not up to us. It's something if Sand Explorer allow, because Sand Explorer, I know that they're not gonna allow if you get a boot for your brand, they don't allow somebody else to come do stuff on your brand because you can get disqualified for that and you don't even get your money back. So, but
But
I
we
know
also
that one
heard
thing
that
is like,
you gained some exclusive membership this year.
hey, actually that was last year, but yeah,
Well, to 2020, well, it's March. I still think of, this year. So tell us about that. I mean, because I was so excited when I saw the announcement.
Again, this for me was like, I'm just gonna apply. This is what it is. If they say yes, they say yes. If they don't say yes, cool. So I applied to be a member of the Fragrance Foundation. Uh, Again, it helps with credibility, right? It helps to make your brand credible. It exposes you to a network of people because then this fragrance houses are there that you can have easy access to be able to work with them. And so we got approved. Obviously, it's a very thorough process because they have to reach out to different people. You have to give them references. Like they have to reach out to different people, ask questions. They will reach out to suppliers, people you've worked with, done business with, and ask them about you. And if everybody has something nice to say, then they'll be like, "Yeah, welcome to Fragrance Foundation." So yes, as of 2026, officially, we are a part of the Fragrance Foundation.
Well, we love that. So throw 3 sprays in the circle, y'all. Throw them in it. So that's how we clap around here. 3 sprays in a circle.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to, when I say that you are the name on everybody's lips, Fumi came on the show. There you go. 3 sprays in a circle. There you go, baby. Fumi came on our show, and immediately she said, have you guys talked to Samira? Because you really, and we're like, baby, we ahead of you. We know this. But I just want you to know, when I say that the bonds are strong, they are strong. And I love the idea of everybody working together so much. And like, even though we know, it was still great to know that you guys are interconnected and don't see yourself as competitions. You see yourself as colleagues. And I think it's fabulous.
Yeah, Fumi is definitely like a sister to me, and I'm about to show you guys something. She's been amazing. She also introduced me to Jess and Justin. Obviously, I had met them before, but it's during Sun Expo 2024, 2025. I met
I think I know. Yeah, because we had met you couple times, think twice together. So, and I'm sure, I think you met them as well without me. So,
yeah. So I want to show you guys this as you guys are talking about that. Let me know if you can see it. This is this is the hottest picture ever, ever, ever. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 Black-owned founders. Hello? Hello?
And like I said, in 2024, my answer was there were no others. So,
and I'll tell you guys this: if you know anything about Fumi, prepare your coins, okay? Because Influxious is gonna blow your head and your socks off. Okay? Dropping in July. Definitely prepare your coins. You guys are gonna love everything that Fumi has to put out.
Every single one.
Yeah,
and there's literally, for the folks in the chat, and we're going to invite Fumi back before she drops. But that is a line that she has been very intentional to make sure that that the fragrances are very distinct and unique. Yeah. I wouldn't say that there's even a similar DNA. It's not like a Terenzi. I would say they're absolutely, each one is unique. And there's a line that she is dropping, and no matter what kind of fragrances you like, if you're a clean girl, you a sexy girl, you a party girl, you a spiritual girl, there is something in there for you.
Absolutely.
And it's accessible.
Yes.
2 days before the B-Day. Something else. There was somebody else that actually had a real question. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jess. I was just trying
to. Well, you just sprayed something. I'm wondering what you sprayed.
Huh? Me?
All right. Well, never mind. Don't say that.
So I have a question, but it's for Danielle and Jess.
Oh, jeez.
So was I the only one that really wanted her to say that the person that she wanted to collab with the most was Nia Long? And we could just figure
so let me share the inside joke.
Oh, no. I think she should have to watch. I think she should have to go back. I'm going to send the link. Maybe I'll just clip it for her. But for all those other ones, I haven't.
Because we have so many new friends on, so they don't know why that's funny. So when we were interviewing Chris, one of the questions that we asked was about who he would most like to collaborate with. Like we asked you. He didn't tell us about how collaborations go wrong. He told us about a trip that he was going to take to Grasse, and that he was going to take the person out in the field to smell so they could learn about fragrances. Because Everybody doesn't need to make fragrance. They just need to collaborate to understand fragrance. And that he had a specific person in mind and he thought it would be a life-changing experience.
Neil?
I mean, there were two people mentioned in that whole thing. But yes.
But the first one he talked about, she was young and of the moment. What's that girl's name? It's a singer.
SZA.
SZA, yeah.
SZA? Mm-hmm.
SZA. But SZA, he was just going to design a fragrance for. Okay. Nia Long needed a whole trip to Grasse and to go and drink cognac and champagne. We were like, is this a date or is this what are we doing? Are we dating or are we? And he was like, he forgot he was on the interview. Okay. Anybody in the chat, if you did not see this, it is worth watching. Fast forward to like the middle, because that man totally forgot that he was on a video giving an interview. He had gotten down in, like, there's a whole scenario of what was going on. So now at Aroma Affair, we always talk about the affair being between Chris Collins and Nia Long, and then Nia Long don't know nothing about it, just Chris does in his mind. And then afterwards he called us. He was like, did I really just say that out loud? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Oh my God. I think somebody asked me, is there a perfumer I would love to work with? Hell yes. I do have this perfumer in mind, Jordi Fernandez. That is somebody that I want to work with. Okay, I'm manifesting that he's going to create Iyrah. So next year, House of Iyrah is turning 5.
Ooh.
Yeah. And most likely we're going to have a very exclusive fragrance. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Y'all love to run my pockets, I swear.
I mean, yeah.
Are we talking like numbered bottles? Like numbered
bottles.
Like, we love numbered bottles.
It's going to be numbered, probably signed between myself and him, or probably just signed by me. But it's just going to be a very exclusive fragrance that once it's gone, it's gone.
With a very exclusive VIP party to match.
Yeah, that part.
Like you have to come to the party to get your bottle. That's what should happen.
Derek Barr. So Derek, y'all don't know. Okay, so admin Derek is the king of drops. He is the king of drops. He is the one who can get a drop. He can get to anything. And so the day that City Rhythm released their first numbered bottles, he was determined that he was going to have bottle number 1. And we all laughed at him. He was like, ain't no way. He got bottles number 1 and number 2.
Yeah. I love that.
And we were like, how? He's
because
like,
we set alarms.
He just said, I don't even know what it is. Number 1 will be mine. It ain't no need for the rest of y'all to even try.
Just sign the number 1. Thanks, Derek.
I will. I sure will. Where does he stay?
That's New the one Jersey. That said he's gonna go get your bottles. He's in North Jersey.
You know what? Shit, I might just give it to him. Like, here you go.
He'll drive to Atlanta to pick it up.
He'll come get it off the truck for you, off the boat. He'll be like, I'm at the boat getting it, you know.
Which shipping container is it in?
So I have a question, because you said, obviously you have a perfumer that you want to work with, and you told us about how you had a perfumer that did your first 5, and then now you're working with Givaudan. I absolutely love your first 5. Do you have intentions in the future to resume projects with your original perfumer?
Yes.
That's okay. That you don't have to go into detail. Like because I love Nocturne. It's a fantastic scent. I would hate to see somebody that could make juice like this and the other 4 not have the opportunity to continue to work with you and make more beautiful fragrances.
Oh yeah,
go ahead. I also want to put a poll up as to those that love. Oh, I didn't get to say earlier because we were talking about L'Artisan. And there is a woman in here that said that scent is her husband's signature scent.
That is
And
your Cameroonian friend. That is your
Yes.
Cameroonian auntie. That is Adija. Yes, it is. It is her husband's signature scent, and she talks about it a lot on the lives that she does on TikTok. And it is basically one, she thinks is sexy on him, but of course, it's a scent memory.
Yes.
And her husband he had quite an illness and a recovery, and so that scent just reminding her of him. It's a comforting scent, but it's also an intimate scent. And I think that's fabulous when we talk about how you get those scent memories. And I just, and I think that is your line. That is who you are.
Oh, absolutely. And I love that. For me, anybody who can wear l'artisan and enjoy it, you have acquired taste.
but I bet you they wouldn't want it to change either.
Yeah, and we ain't gonna change it.
I heard about that blasphemy.
Jess, thank you very much. It's not changing. So, full transparency, we were gonna change a little bit the formula for l'artisan just because a lot of people kept complaining that it's too strong, it's too potent. So I was like, okay, how can we make it? Maybe we just discontinue that one and create something else. It's still similar, just maybe softer or whatever. But Jess and Justin, we got into the boxing ring and they won. So we are not changing
Well, I'm
it.
glad because when I got that call and she's like, I was like, for what? Why was she done? And it's like, I don't think she's doing that no more. I was like, why would you tell me this then?
Yeah, we're not gonna change it.
Yeah, our feedback, honestly, too, from a couple of people that have come by to the house to just kind of smell stuff with us and our collection.
Oh, and we got your partners down in the chat. I think they're some that love it.
They're watching.
Yeah, they also agree. Like it's a beautiful fragrance. There's nothing that needs to be changed with it.
Absolutely.
So perhaps some of the people that were saying that, maybe their nose just isn't developed enough. Maybe they don't have the exposure.
Mhm.
So
Well, I mean, come on, Samira. It's like Amouage. It ain't for everybody. It's for you.
Yeah. I mean, I know that. I was just again, I was in my found the blues, and I'm just like, you know what, we're gonna keep it. Those who like it, and it is what it is. So we're not changing it.
So that also leads us into one question that we were talking about yesterday with some people. Influencer culture and creator culture is such a huge thing right now. As a founder, as a creative director, as someone who is working for product development and trying to bring things to market, what type of influence truly does, I guess, creative culture and influencer culture have on what you bring to market and what type of mods are coming out and how you decide? Like, I guess, what does that look like?
trends. We're talking about trends. Do
we really, like how much of the weigh-in process does influencer culture, have on what actually makes it to market?
0.
I was going to say, she said it's got to be a memory and that it has to connect with her.
You know what's crazy is, I think last year, so we had done Act 1 and Opera since 2024, but I wanted to release it in 2025. When the year started in 2025, everybody kept saying, oh, the trend this year is going to be clean and chic and clean scents and whatever. We already had that down packed. So for me, I don't follow trends. I do not follow trends. And that leads back to what I said before. If you jump on trends, you will be a very confused human being at the end of the day. I go with what's in here, and I know that the people for it will find it. Like I love influencers, right? That is their job. They're doing what they are getting paid to do. I respect that. For me, and even when we send out PR, I don't target influencers. I send out PR to people who support House of Iyrah. Like I said, I see everything. I watch those who post about House of Iyrah. If you ever posted about House of Iyrah, best believe that one day you probably just get PR from me, especially if I have your address in the database, you get PR from me. Because for me, that is how you truly influence something. Again, like I said, I have nothing against influencers. I'm for them. I work with some of them. and that's because they genuinely post about House Ira. But I'm not that type of brand, or we're not that type of brand where we're only super hyper focused on the number of likes and followers that you have. I really don't care. Honestly, my thought process is when I'm looking for somebody I want to work with, I just again I'm that's one of the reasons why I'm online. I look randomly. I look at how you post about other brands, right? What is your engagement? I look at the engagement in the comment section. And when I say engagement, I'm referring to if you have only one comment, do you respond to that person? Do you
Yep.
respond to people who comment? Like, how do you respond to them? Do you truly engage with them? Because that tells me a lot about who you are.
Are
Like,
they your people or are they just your followers?
yeah,
That's the
because
difference. Are
again,
they your
if
community?
somebody takes time to comment and say, oh my God, this is so nice, and they try to engage in a conversation with you, and all you come and do is the heart, heart, heart. What is that? Like, might as well just say something back to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair to them. Those are things that I look at. And I look at like how, because again, for me, we have to vibe. Like, there has to be that synergy. How you carry yourself. Are you somebody who likes a lot of controversy? I don't want that. I don't want that. However, you choose to live your life, that's your problem. But that's what I'm looking for. You could have 50 followers. And if you treat your 50 followers nicely, I will send you PR. I don't have a problem with that.
They're just amazed. They're like, I can't believe brands are look. Brands be looking. That's how it should be. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is a real trend. You
Oh, yeah.
know, yeah. That I'm trying to tell y'all. It has the who Samira is has really permeated her brand. They are synonymous,
Yeah.
and I love that for us.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I've been looking. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I would take my time and search, type in House of Ira in TikTok search. All of the videos that have ever tagged House of Ira will pop up, and I go through each and every one of them. Hmm.
So
So
then
I think
I'm gonna
the biggest
I'm, go ahead,
I was like,
Justin, go ahead.
I think the biggest question is because we're already past the 2 hour mark, which I can't believe.
It happens
How
so
can we
quickly.
help you? What can we do? What can our community do? What can the people watching this video do? What is the best way that people can help you and your brand to grow, to gain exposure? What can we do for you?
Okay. Thank you for that question. Class is in session. So right now, this month, again, for those of you who joined late, my mom is anosmic, and anosmia is something that has to do with the loss of smell. One thing I'll tell people, and I learned this when I did the live with the president of Stana. Stana is an organization that supports anosmia awareness, like loss of smell and taste. They support that. They try to find ways to get the government to support people who cannot smell and taste. Mind you, if you go to the hospital, you see how you have insurance for your eyes, dental. There is really no insurance does not cover smell or taste. They don't cover that. That will come out of your pocket if you were to lose that. Stana is trying to find ways and obviously partner with doctors and everything. So February 27th was Anosmia Awareness Day. So from February 27th to March 27th, we are trying to raise money to donate to Stana to help them to be able to, I don't know, attend conferences, whatever it is that they need to do towards their research to help people with their sense of smell and taste. So a way that you guys can help us, we're donating 10% of our sales for this month. So a way that you can help us, if you've not purchased, you're interested in purchasing, understand that your purchases, 10% of that will be donated to Stana. You can share this with somebody. I mean, your our customer could be your friend, your family member, anybody. Just share it, right? Sharing. There's nothing that will ever beat word of mouth. Word of mouth is the best way that you can first spread across information. If you guys can support us, I want to be able to raise money so that we can donate to Stana. Obviously, this is just it's not one time. This is a partnership that we're trying to create with them because House of Ira was founded because of anosmia. So it's very important to myself, my mom, and all of the people around the world who cannot smell. So that is one way. Another way is one thing that we're very big on is brand awareness, right? Thank you guys for always posting about us and posting about us and talking about our bottles. Thank you so much. If you guys can continue to do that, I will appreciate it. And please do it because that's how you genuinely feel, right? I like when something is genuine because when it's genuine, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I can tell when somebody's posting something that is very genuine, and that's what I definitely interact with. So if that's how you truly feel, please continue to post about it, right? You don't have to purchase, but the fact that you can post about it, you can share our posts, you can engage in the things that we post on social media, because we're very intentional with the content that we put out there. We're putting it out there to educate you guys, let you guys know about ways that you can use our fragrances and just what our brand is about. If you guys can engage, follow us on social media, that would be nice. We have support at houseofira.com. If you have any feedback whatsoever, feedback is very, very important. I'm always happy to listen to our customers. If you think of anything, ways that we can improve and be better, email, go to our website. You can click on the contact page and put it in there. I promise you, as much as my customer support team takes a look at it, I look at it. Okay. And that is how we're going to get better, because we're not perfect. We probably have our blind spots. If how somebody can be able to, like, if somebody looking from the outside can spot certain things that we're not able to see. So things that we can do, ways that we can get better, I'm very, very open to it, because at the end of the day, community, you guys come first, right? uh yeah, support us and just post about ourselves. Purchase if you can, if you want to. Again, no force whatsoever, but it would definitely be nice.
And I'm just going to add to that. There is something that we can all do, and I just remind people of this. Is that samples are very expensive. They're very expensive. And I remember after Scent Explorer, that was one of the big pet peeves. We didn't have any samples.
Yeah.
And samples are expensive, and you got to get them there. You got to make them. Everybody's coming through and asking. And let me tell you that House of Iyrah has a fan, two of them across the sea, because somebody asked me about something. And so I sent care packages to both of them. And in both care packages, it's like, I'm going to give you like some Americana that you can't get. And now they are obsessed with House of Iyrah. So I will now let them know that you do deliver there. So I didn't know that. They just wanted to smell these brains. They hear us talking about all the time, because basically they in Americans business, some kind of way they ended up on American fragrance TikTok. So they in Americans business. So, and they are obsessed with Nocturne.
Yeah.
And they're
I'm
like,
obsessed with Nocturne.
Yeah. So they were like, how do I get this? So those kind of things, not just, we all have that frag friend who doesn't have access. I am blessed. I am in a major metropolis, but I sent some to show who is not. And immediately she was like, so where do I order? So literally my bottle has been is being decanted to everybody else, because we do in the community share. So just those friends, don't have access. We have our little we have our little fragrance parties in the house.
Mhm.
Bring out the bottle. When when y'all meet for brunch, bring out the
Oh,
bottle.
yeah.
This is the best way that we can gain notoriety is not just talk about it. People they want to get their noses on it, especially. So, share the love. That's what I'm going to just say.
I appreciate that. And I'm gonna touch on a little bit something you said, but yes, samples of making a sample, to be honest, is more expensive than making a full size bottle, because there are certain MOQs that you have to hit, and it's expensive. And imagine that you spend like almost $10,000-$15,000 just on samples, and you have to give them all out for free. Again, you as a brand, depending on where you are, some brands, especially like the big brands, that is nothing for them. 15,000 is like a drop in an ocean. But for small brands like us, that is a little bit hard to be able to just like, okay, I'm gonna give all of that out. Obviously, we know it's gonna pay off, but there's always that mentality. I mean, sometimes you hold yourself back. You're like, oh my god, what if this doesn't pay off? And we're gonna always make sure we have samples on our website as well, in case you guys are wondering. Like, we do have individual samples. I think once we clear out the inventory that we have from Middle East, we're gonna have discovery sets as well, 3 ml discovery sets for people to be able to purchase. But again, whatever ways that you guys feel that you guys need to have access to House of Iyrah, send us an email. Reach out to us, and we do ship internationally. I know a lot of people are scared of the tariffs, but we found a way to where you don't have to pay crazy amounts of money in tariffs. I just can't share how we did that. I mean, I know I have to tell Jess and Justin how I did it, but I just cannot say it out online.
Yeah, we can't show. So I just want you. Oh, so this is important. They want to know Even if they like, because like Mako, she owns the whole line. She's like,
Yeah.
how can I donate? She wants to donate in in your mama's name. So how do we
So
do?
if she wants to donate, what I'm gonna do is Mako, I think I have your email. I'm gonna get Stana's information where you can donate to them, and you can just donate to Stana directly and just say you're donating on behalf of House of Ira. You donate straight to them or whatever. So yes, I will get their information and share that with you. I think actually, hold on 1 second. Let me just pull that up right now. Stana.org. They have their website, and I think on their website they should have. Why are you not popping up? They should have that information on there, but I just have to. But yeah,
While Samira works it out, this is going to be the last call, y'all. Any other questions y'all got? It's the last call because our friends. So again, so many of y'all, this is your first time here. It always goes over because they are friends. So let us know what else you want to know. And when they're our friends, they never leave us. So you can always find them in the group. They're always there. Just tag them. They'll answer. But for right now, anybody got any questions that they want to ask, burning questions that they want to follow? And we got one. What fragrance note do you want to work with?
um, I think one of the notes that you guys would typically find in our fragrances for the most part is amber. Amber is again, that is something that my dad used to wear a lot, which is why it's a key note that you see mostly in most of our fragrances. The only fragrances right now that don't have amber is Act One and Opera, but that is like a note that you always see, always amber.
You know what I like about your ambers though is they're not super ambers. They don't cause that in the back of the throat that I get sometimes. Like
Yeah,
they don't so I do like that. They are they're like they heighten fragrance, not overpower it, I guess, for the best way to say it.
yeah. Okay, let me give you guys. I found the information. I'm gonna post the link in the chat right there. I did post. Ooh. Okay, it did not allow me to. Jess, I'm gonna send this to you.
That's okay. I was
I'm
gonna say, just
looking.
send it to one of us. We'll do a whole post about it. We'll do
Okay,
a whole post about it. And then
thank you.
okay, Derek wants to know: is there any note that you have found challenging that you've wanted to use to incorporate into a fragrance?
Yes, I have. I just can't say the note because then that's gonna reveal what our next fragrance is.
Oh, shucky ducky, Derek, look at you. Is
Yeah.
it wait a minute? Is it the numbered bottle? Do he need to fight harder, or is this the other bottle?
No, no, the number bar is gonna be next year.
Okay, just need to know whether or not because he's like, oh, I'm coming to get the challenge. Again, we know our admins. Okay, we know them. So I know, like you told Derek, this is one of this chat. Like Derek might beat some people up for it. So no, Derek. We're gonna come back once she has a new release. And also, now I have something I want from you.
Okay, how can I help?
I want to redo when it's time, when it's close to the new fragrance to be released.
Absolutely. Girl, you know I'm available anytime to chat. I really, really enjoyed this. This was like great, especially with the laughs and the back and forth that y'all had with the boat and the alligator.
I would have bet money that she was going to say a champagne fragrance.
If there,
So
I didn't ask because she playing now too far. Okay, so let me just tell you that I beg every brand.
It's kind of a tradition at this point.
Yes, I do. So let's not stop now. Okay. And it's basically a challenge because actually a couple have tried. Actually, I got one that I love.
you did get one.
I got one that I love, and somebody else, he was like, and actually he's like, and we were almost done, and then we saw his, and we're like, we need to do more. It needs
Which
to
one
be
did
more.
you get?
So is that champagne is just my note.
Oh, you love champagne though. Have you seen that from Liquid Imaginaire? They have the fragrance with the champagne note in there. I forgot what it's called.
Dom Marosa, Melissa.
That is my favorite champagne fragrance.
But I want yours to be my favorite champagne. So we are always in search of the some bubbly champagne, but we want the ubiquitous everlasting saffron and the wealth of patchouli.
Okay. So she said saffron. You want some hamburger?
Oh, no,
She needs
the rest of it is
she
for you.
needs fruit. She
Yeah, I
needs
was gonna say
saffron.
it's whatever
She's
fruit that you like that you
she's
No
feel like.
white floral.
yeah, white florals if they're in there, they have to be in the middle or the base. They can't be up top.
Mm.
Because I'm
And
allergic.
because she's allergic, she'll have an attack. And then
That's why I'm still
um
coughing now. Literally, I've been down for weeks.
and then throw any amount of patchouli in there. We're safe. Like she loves patchouli.
And more saffron.
Musk in like thick layers. I mean, did we miss anything?
No, that's it. That's the fragrance.
I have,
And so, and then we all laugh about it because people say they're like, you ask everybody for it, and I'm like, yeah, but every time they send it, it's different. Every single body, every single. I feel like it's a signature interpretation.
so I have a question for the audience. What will you guys? Okay, wait. Before I ask that, let me answer. What's my best-selling fragrance? Our best-selling fragrance is Symphony. We actually just got featured in Essence on Friday. Symphony actually got
Oh,
featured in Essence. Yes, yes, yes. And we sold out on Symphony 5 times right now. So
and we ain't got none yet, but we know the bottle's coming. We know it's coming.
it's coming this week. Fingers crossed. I need y'all
What
to
was
pray for
the?
me.
We never asked you because we know that Symphony is ubiquitous with House of Iyrah. What was the idea behind that? We never asked. We were
Yeah.
all for everything else.
So the inspiration behind Symphony is St. Martin. I went to St. Martin for a vacation and I was just blown away with how St. Martin was. The culture in St. Martin is like European and Caribbean culture fused together. And I wanted to create like a very elevated tropical, which is not a tropical fragrance, but something that had two olfactory families together. So Symphony is like you have florals and gourmands, and it's just like a full martin. So that was the inspiration behind Symphony. Mm-hmm.
And
Um,
your question to the audience.
okay, my question to the audience is what type of fragrances or what notes are you guys looking for from House Iyer? What would you guys like to see from House Iyer? This right
So
here is
They
your
ask
one.
us every time.
This
And
is
I
your
love
one.
that because I love that you guys are listening to the community.
Yes. So this is your one-time shot. Say so. I don't even want to say in terms of fragrances. What would you like to see from House of Iyer?
Come on, y'all. Tell us. I just told about my dream fragrance. What y'all looking for? Y'all want to see a true cardamom? They're in all caps. I want to see some cardamom. And then can you, I mean, this raspberry note will work fabulously with my champagne. Just, FYI. And then somebody else wants some mango and saffron, which would also work fabulously with my champagne.
So somebody said raspberry.
We've got a couple of raspberries. They want to see some mango.
Someone said a tropical fruit basket kind of fragrance.
Yep, that's what we got. Those are the ones. Tropical fruit, raspberry, some mango, saffron. But interestingly, can you please do some cardamom? Ugh, no, I ain't gonna tell nobody about no fig, but whatever. Plum, fig,
we love
champagne, sandalwood,
the
cardamom.
meaty fig.
I love fig though.
Anything with a prominent cardamom. We got another one. We got another raspberry. So basically, they want some more fruit from you, girl. They want some more fruit from you. And in champagne, every single person wants champagne. That's what they had said. I can't argue with the people.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Okay, here come the clean girls. Now they want Oris. Here come the clean girls.
Oris. Okay.
I'm gonna have somebody make Danielle's perfect signature scent, and then I'm gonna hide it on an island somewhere where you can only access it by a rowboat.
Oh my god, she's gonna murder you.
Okay, so besides the notes,
someone said chocolate with no citrus.
Okay.
And then another person said passion fruit.
Chocolate with no citrus is interesting because everybody's thrown some citrus in it, even when it's chocolate with like cherries. They brighten it up with some citrus.
Yeah.
Someone said raspberry, caramel, plum, and white floral.
So what I would come down to, what it looks like is they want to see a gourmand from you, a true gourmand. They want to see a fruit basket. Basically, they'd like to see some more fruits from you,
like a summer tropical fruit.
Yeah, specifically tropical fruits, and it looks like they want maybe that clean girl aesthetic to be expanded just a little bit. That's what it basically, just looking at all 15 of these comments, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, YouTube, they want a vacation fragrance. They want mango, they want white floral, someone wants honey. They want something that they can take on vacation.
So what kind of white florals? Because there's different types out there. What kind of white flowers are you looking for?
Who, me?
No, yeah, she don't want a white floral. Jaden Taylor. Jaden wants white floral. So which ones? Jaden. Someone said tuberose. Someone said
they want a spicy tropical. Grown and Chic, is that you? Adesha, I hear about a tuberose immediately. I think it's you.
It's her.
Actually.
It's her. Okay.
But somebody else.
Neroli. Derek, they gonna kill you. Derek want Neroli and cardamom, basically.
Okay.
I will wait.
We have Neroli in Act 1. There's Neroli in Act 1.
One fragrance that I've always found interesting
is the most I think masculine of your fragrances, actually.
Which one?
Act 1.
Masculine?
Mm-hmm. And I only say that just because it's so imagination like the things that the men seem to like those ozonic notes and all. That's all. Not saying it's masculine. I'm just saying it's like what the men like for the summer. I want to see what the ladies like for the summer.
When I look at Act 1, I think of a man in all white linen.
Yes.
Crop top.
Okay, well, I'm glad we're in the same place here. That's what I think of too. Yes, that's what I think of. That's why I said I think it's the most masculine
sandals, and you're driving. And then for the ladies, you have your nice sunflower dress, white, stress-free. Just put your hair down. Or you can put it in a bun, but it should be like a dirty bun, not clean. Messy bun.
Oh, like my signature hairdo, typically.
I like the messy buns. I feel like the messy buns is like effortless, in my opinion. When it's too clean, it's like, oof. That's like red carpet. But every other time, just live messy, and just wear your shades on and just walk through.
Well, someone says they want something like a Sunsplosion from Simone Andreoli, but more elevated. Bring it to the House of Iyrah style.
Okay. So besides the notes, is there anything else?
I'll weigh in on this. So one thing that one fragrance that I like, and I love the idea behind it conceptually, is Goldfield and Banks Southern Bloom, because they base that on a flower that you can only find in the south of Australia. There has to be native plants, fruits, and trees in Cameroon that you can't find in other geographical regions. And if you could incorporate those that are not often found in perfumery or not found at all in perfumery, I'm guessing that because you base everything on memories, you can make it a very sophisticated, elegant, and very individualized scent for your brand.
I'll give you a spoiler alert. So the fragrance that we have right now, the initial creative brief was that we were going to pick something from Cameroon that was very specific. But unfortunately, it kind of fell flat. The perfumer didn't get it right, and then we had to switch perfume houses. But that's something that I definitely have in mind, and it's coming back. But thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah, don't lose sight of that. I think that you could make magic out of that, and it would be very personal to you.
Very. To remind you that Cameroon is known for its eucalyptus trees, which we know are present in
L'artisan.
Yeah, that was gonna say the one for your dad.
Yeah, but we could still do something because I think DJ, you understand Lemongrass, that's something that we used to drink a lot when we were growing up. Like back home, when you're sick, the first thing they'll give you
Mhm.
is lemongrass. So that would be something very fresh.
And also, I would be excited to see the ownership of it, because lemongrass is actually, native to Africa, and it was actually taken to Asia, but
Mm,
Asia has taken ownership of lemongrass.
yeah,
So that's kind of, just saying, I'd like to see that.
absolutely. Absolutely. I have so many ideas, but I love the fact that you guys are telling me all of this. So this is really, really nice.
And someone said you could put fever grass in the note pyramid.
We called it fever grass actually, but I called it lemongrass because I feel like that was what you guys will be able
No,
to
it is.
know it as. Yes, but yeah, we call it as fever grass.
But that's just like when they throw that frangipani on there, and we only know it as dag, I forgot what we know it as. And I was like, oh, that's the same thing, frangipani. And I was like, oh, dragon fruit. That's it. Dragon fruit. I was like, what is
Mm.
this? Okay.
One thing I definitely would say to give you guys a hint. So in the upcoming fragrance, there is something there. There's a note there that is very yes, allegedly. There's a note there that is something that is only found in a certain country in Africa. Can't say what country because y'all gonna be digging. You guys are some detectives or something, but yeah. Okay.
Well, I will
All
tell
right.
you that we can ask questions all night long. We appreciate your time. A time was had, girl. A time was had. I think that we learned so much about you and so much about your brand, and we just fell in love all over again.
I love that. And again, thank you guys so much for having me. Jess, Justin, Danielle, I appreciate you guys. Everybody in the audience, thank you guys. If you guys have any further suggestions, you could send a DM to How to Iyrah Patient. Be like, hey, my name is such and such. I was on the live that you had with Danielle and Justin. Here's a recommendation that we would like to see from House Iyrah. We'd love to see DMs like that. Okay. We love stuff like that. I promise you guys, we are listening. We also have a House of Ira community channel on Instagram. You could join it and be a part of that. In that channel, sometimes we throw questions in there to just hear people's thoughts and processes, and those are things that we take back. Because again, I'm very big on the customer is who you should be. Like we're very customer centric, which is you guys, community centric, if you put it as such. So don't hold back. I love hearing from you guys. Yeah, I took so many notes. This was fun.
And we'll go back through because there's still stuff coming in. So Danielle and I are going to go back through all the comments and make sure that any questions we didn't talk about, we get to you, and any of the note suggestions that they threw out that we didn't talk about, we'll get those to you.
Mhm.
And then we're going to have you for a follow-up for sure. So we'll just do a to be continued type deal, and we'll talk about all the
Absolutely.
things.
I know I missed somebody had asked what is my plan in the next 3 to 5 years. In the next 3 to 5 years, we will have our store, brick and mortar store, obviously in Atlanta, in New York, California, and maybe Chicago and Dallas. We'll
I
see.
was going to say, where's Dallas?
Yeah, and yeah. So I definitely want us to have a brick and mortar store. It's very, very important because again, that will be a place for people to come visit, have an experience, just smell everything in person, and you'll find me there. I'll always be there, so you guys can chat with me and whatever. So I think that is one of the biggest things that we have. Obviously, we would love to be in niche perfumeries. I don't want to be in any retail stores. I would rather be in niche perfume stores. So it would be nice to have some key niche perfumeries that we can be in. Just again, it's more for access. Because I'll be honest with you, before I never ever wanted to be in any store, but for accessibility, perfume is something that people need to smell. So we definitely have to be in some stores. So yeah. And oh, win some really pretty cool awards.
That'll be later this year. We'll
Yep.
all be cheering you in New York.
Yep, absolutely. I can't wait to see you guys. If you guys are gonna be for any of these shows, the expos, definitely stop by our booth. I would
Yeah.
love to see y'all.
Audra said that she is going to the Scent one in San Francisco that you were asking if anybody had tickets. So Audra Clark is going. So we'll connect you guys. Make sure that you know she's got her tickets already. So,
Mhm.
and somebody wouldn't mind if you made it to Minnesota because she's feeling completely left out there in the Arctic tundra. I lived there for like 10
Tina,
years.
it's not
I know
our
how
fault.
she
Ain't
feels.
nobody tell you to live there. Don't mean we don't love you, girl, but I'm just saying.
But there are some perfumeries out there. We can do an event. I have a whole network out there. We can just do a little party in Minnesota.
Okay.
And there are people that are already confirmed that are going to Fumed. So make sure you stop by and you say hello.
Yes. Okay, I like to give hugs. I'm a hugger, so come here, I'll give you a hug. I'm gonna take my vitamin C this time around so I don't get sick, but I'm definitely happy to give hugs.
You better drink that
Of
ginger,
course,
girl.
I got back there in December, and then as soon as I got well, what did I do? Go smell perfume, and it was a white floral, and then back to the hospital I went.
Oh no, I am so sorry about that. All right,
All
All
right.
right.
Well, we will let you go. It has been a pleasure talking to you as always.
Same here.
Well,
Hang
for
on.
those folks that are in our group, some questions will be posted and some exciting things will be happening. So if you're not in there and you were online, make sure you find us at Aroma Affair, the group, not the page, Aroma Affair on Facebook. It's the same everywhere. We'd love to see you there. And I always got to make a special announcement again, because many of you don't know, this is not something that was a one-off. We regularly do this. We like to feature the brands because they're our friends. And we love them because they love us. And they love to take our money. But anyway, so we will have on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Same thing. It will be the elemental fragrances, because I always got to forget they're the elemental fragrance. Luke Solomon will be in, and we understand there might be a little special guest that's going to drop through. So we're going to talk all things fragrance, and not just fragrance. We're going to talk about like literally the best lip gloss that I've gotten in a couple years. So I'm just saying. I mean, it's expensive, but it is the best. So we're going to see you back here. Share the word. And Samira,
make sure too that if you're not already following Samira and House of Iyrah, you go on, like, follow, and share so you can keep up with her, any kind of new releases, content, and go check out her layering combos.
Yeah,
we got to share those layering combos. I'm just saying. I feel like you should go and check out some layering combos, because I love to ask like ridiculously hard questions. It is the lawyer in me.
Again, and we're gonna start featuring people's layering combos. Like, I'm just gonna be picking random people and we work with them just to, what are your layering combos, so that we can get credit on there. It's just finding ways, creative ways to see how people layer our stuff, and we share it out there. I would say, if you do not own a bottle of House of Iyrah, snack you one. Okay, snack you one. And yes, we're gonna come to Toronto. I love Toronto. I have family in Toronto, so we'll see. But definitely snack you one. You could get you the travel size set, or full size bottle.
And
yeah, purchase before the 27th.
We would love to see on that features page about all the donations to Stannis on behalf of House of Iyrah.
Oh,
and I did put the donate links in both the Aroma Fair chat and the YouTube chat. If you didn't get them or you can't find them, feel free to hit me in the inbox. I'll put a post far and wide. But yeah, let's make some big waves happen before the 27th.
Awesome.
Awareness is everything. Thank you, everybody. Now,
Samira, you stick around,
because Sinners is already, they did the unthinkable today. So let's see whether or not we're going to get the big awards too. So have fun, everybody, and good night.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Samira, hang on. We're just going to end the live. Hang out for a second.
I will.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. For those of you in the Facebook group, make sure you're paying attention, because some questions are coming your way. We appreciate you hanging out, and we hope that we see you on Thursday night.